First thing, I'm glad you came over. Appreciate
Glad
you
to
doing
be
this.
here. No, I appreciate it.
Oh.
Been telling my wife, I was excited, you know.
Oh yeah, and then I had to cancel.
Yeah, I've been watching, and I was like, man, now I'm excited to do this, like. And then, yeah, of course, she had to cancel. Then I really thought it was last weekend, and that was just the excitement again.
Oh yeah, just got ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Trash can just right there.
Dope.
I'm probably gonna miss it a few times. So for anybody who doesn't know, this is an old childhood friend, pretty much. This is Dominique's little brother, Jordan Williams. Your mic, you might want to fix it.
Where's it at?
You got it back. You got it inside.
Shit. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, no, we've known each other practically. I've known you since birth, pretty much, and vice versa, just like Dom and everything. How old are you?
24. Gonna be 25 in a few days.
Oh, really nice. Happy birthday, early birthday.
Appreciate it.
I was sitting there. I don't know why I was thinking you were 4 years younger than us.
No. Dom's like 2 and 8 months or some shit. I don't know.
I'm probably about the same then, yeah. I don't know why I was thinking you were younger, but I was sitting there thinking the whole time, waiting for this. I'm like, man, I can't think in my mind. I probably have, but I was probably too drunk to remember. I don't remember ever drinking with you.
Okay, so we've drank together one time.
I was going to say Antonio's house, right?
No. When you, over at Pondo's house? Uh-huh. So, a whole bunch of, it was older people, of course. Like, I didn't drink a lot, but when I did drink, it was always the older people or, like, Eli or somebody like that. But, so I was trashed. Mm-hmm. I ended up sleeping. There was a camper outside at the time. I don't know. I think you were, did you have that camper?
At the trailer or Pondo's house?
At Pondo's house.
At the house.
It's right there on that curve.
So I think that may have been my trailer.
I'm almost 100.
No, it was. I didn't have the trailer yet.
Okay, well, anyways, that's the only time I know we drank together, and I fucking fell asleep under the trailer throwing up. Like, that, I was trashed that night.
Yeah, because I was sitting there thinking, I was thinking maybe once at that Antonio guy's house, but I guess you never came to any of those parties.
No, that's where Gabby got in trouble.
Yeah, that's what she got in trouble at.
No, I've never, it's shoot. Right out of high school, I went straight to, I was in Angelo with Dom for a little bit, and then straight to college, and I came back to see the family, I came back and drank like once or twice.
Were you a pretty big drinker in high school?
No, not at all. I probably drank, I would say total throughout my high school, like 10 to 15 times.
I would say we're probably about the same. I didn't really start drinking until I was 17.
Yeah, I drank more often, like, come senior year, and after I broke my ankle, I really was like, I don't give a fuck about nothing. I'm just gonna drink. But I
Done with sports and shit.
Yeah, I still didn't even really drink a lot. I've never really been like huge into it until college. Like,
see, and that was one thing I was gonna bring up. I brought it up with Dom a little bit. Being your mom was always pretty strict on stuff like drinking, going out, stuff like that. I've always noticed in life, it's always the cop kids or the preacher's daughters are the ones that end up being wild. When you get to college, did you feel like, since you didn't get to release a lot of that wild side in high school, do you think that all just kind of flooded you in college?
I would say no and yes. So when I started drinking in high school, I would say I knew, it's fun, but in moderation. Yeah. My first semester of college, I didn't drink. I didn't do any drugs, nothing. I went to class.
That was at UTPB, right?
Yeah, UTPB. I went to class, I went to practice, and I slept. And that was the whole first semester. I didn't talk to people on the team unless we're at practice or something. I was just to myself. I was like, I'm gonna do my thing.
Focus up.
I'm gonna show out. This is my time to prove who I am. Come back from my ankle injury. So I didn't do anything. That changed a whole lot the second semester. I got way more into drinking. I started smoking. The party life was there. And then, towards the end of when I knew I was done with football, when I knew that wasn't the place for me, and it was hang it up, I was going to, even to team meetings just high, drunk. Like we were going to parties.
Yeah.
And then we would go from a party, and it would be like a day party. 12 o'clock, we're in our swim trunks and shit. And then we'd leave, go to the campus, go to our team meeting with the whole team, walk in, 6 coaches lined up, waiting for us to just walk through the door. I'm just, I'm gone.
Yeah,
I'm
not
gone.
even
I'm
there.
like, fuck, I'm getting kicked off the team. Like, I'm that gone.
How many years did you play there?
I played actually 2 years, like, actual games and shit.
Yeah.
But I was there for 3 years, so I started the team. The first year we had no games. It was just practicing and scrimmages, like squad scrimmages.
See, because I tried to look up stats and stuff. I tried to be one of those impressive little hosts trying to pull up little shit. Like, how'd you know that, But I couldn't find shit on UTPB's website or nothing.
No, man. I don't even know if I'm on the website anymore. Am I?
You are, but it only has, like, stats for, like, one game.
Man, they hated me there. They hated me because... And this is my own opinion, like they went and got all these guys who just never worked out, never made it, like fucking, whether it be grades or getting in trouble or just fucking pussies, like
yeah,
they just never made it. And then here's this guy from Wink, Texas that tried out, 175 pounds, come out of high school, tried out, and first year they have to make him the second string.
Yeah.
Then second year he stays over the summer, earns the first string spot, and it's like, well, now we look like idiots because we went and got all these guys, put them on scholarship, did all this, and we had this guy right here, just a little sleeper, and he's our guy. Like so, but they even kicked me off the team, like dead ass. I got kicked off the team 2 games before the season ended
of
my last year. Yeah, and that's why I quit. Because like I said,
you were there for football pretty much, yeah.
And I was starting running back. They said they'd put me on scholarship if I earned the starting position. I didn't get scholarship. And I went and asked all the coaches, like, why am I not running the ball? I'm the starter, like, named in the newspaper and everything. And they wouldn't tell me. They were like, there's nothing I can tell you, talk to the next guy up. So I get to the head coach. He's like, look, there was 3 main running backs, me, Brandon Infiesto, and Marquise Simmons. And, I mean, they were just like, y'all are all good. Y'all all, y'all have y'all strengths. So there's just nothing we can tell you. And I was like, okay, well, thank you. So I'm like, I'm pissed at this point. So I'm about to walk out the meeting. I'm walking out the meeting. I'm like, we're either about to argue. Like, I'm a man now. We're either about to argue and it's going to get worse than, better. Or I'm going to walk out, be a big, be a man and just walk out. I ain't winning this. I'm not going to win this. Whatever, like I got 2 games left and we'll figure out what happens after that. And I get to my room, my dorm, and my buddy calls me. He's like, hey, why didn't you tell me? So I'm like, fuck, what do I gotta tell you? And he's like, that you quit the team. And I'm like, I did what? He's like, Kerrigan, the head coach, Justin Kerrigan, went up. So we do team lifts. So we did defense and offense. So they went up to the weight room and then told everybody, like, stop the lift, and told everybody, hey, Jordan just quit the team. Like, cleared my locker out, and I'm talking all within 5-10 minutes. Like, so we've had people like get in trouble for drinking, fucking selling weed, you name it, dude. Like, people got in trouble, like whatever, drinking with the coaches, drinking, like, actual fucking trouble. I went.
Brought up an argument.
And like in the appropriate manner, went and asked about this stuff, and I get kicked off the team. And
then they lie and say everybody.
And they lie, and and other people had like the chance to come back, just keep showing up to practice, blah blah blah. Well, he didn't even tell me I was off the team. Like I learned from him, so I'm like, well, I'm gonna go back. I'm like, look, I didn't quit. I still got 110% to give to y'all, to the team. Like, I was just wondering, and you didn't have an answer. I was like, we were either going to argue or I was going to leave. He's like, well, we'll leave it up to the leadership committee, which was like niggas younger than me, just coming in, quarterback that they handpicked, blah, blah, blah. These guys were all cool.
So the students.
They're all cool, but in reality, it was a fucking joke. Like, and so I'm like, whatever. So they decide that I need to apologize to Kerrigan and to the team for being selfish. I'm like, what the fuck ever. Like, I'm here to play football. Like, it's a fake ass apology. Like, I'm not sorry.
I came here to play football. Division like 4 or 5? What is
D2.
D2. But I mean, still.
I'm good, Jeremy. Like, but I was like, I didn't come here for anybody else but myself. Like, this was not, I didn't come here to play for y'all. Like, I'm on the team, and in my mind, me on the field is helping the team, and that's not selfish. That's just the reality of it. And so it was whatever. I apologized. I played the last 2 games, you know, showed out, had a crazy block one game, and just turned to the sidelines, and it was like, this is what I was like fucking telling y'all, like just yelling at them as loud as I could. And then last game of the season, played, got home, and just sent them an email. I was like, I'm not returning next year.
Yeah.
You know? I didn't get an email back, no response. Nothing. They hated me, dude. They hated me.
That's crazy. I knew you did it. I didn't know all that went down though, because you know.
Yeah.
But oh man. So why not Alpine or something?
Okay, so originally I was gonna go to Angelo, but when I Wink didn't fucking help nobody with none of this. No.
Not unless you were like the smartest kid in the class and you had a good last name.
I had Coach Funky, Scott Funky he was gonna help. He put a highlight film together for me.
I always heard he was pretty good.
He was cool. I didn't really like the highlight film. Made my own. Sent it to Angelo. They were like, look, we already had our tryouts for the year, so
maybe
come to school. When tryouts come around again, try out. That was cool. That's why I originally went to Angelo with Dom, because that's where I was going, Angelo. I was like, look, I'm good. In my mind, I'm good. I'm going to go play where the fuck I want to play. Like, I knew I wasn't D1 good. I knew, like, you know, I'm 175. You know, that's not a running back. That's you peaked in high school. Like, give it up. But, you know, I worked hard. I knew I was good enough to play. I knew my senior year, broke my ankle, 5th game. I knew I had a lot left to prove to myself. And so I was like, well, I'm going to go play.
Well, like you said, you were there for yourself anyway.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, this is... sports was always, you know, team sports, everything. It's always about the team, but it wasn't. It was about me. So I did that for me. I didn't play sports for anybody else.
So was there a curricular you were going for, too?
Kinesiology. I started out petroleum engineering, realized it was dumb just to like go to school for money and shit. I've never really cared about money anyway, so I was like, took my first calculus class after cheating like through a few classes in high school. Realized math not my strong suit anymore. And the teachers wrote the book and had mistakes in it. So I'm going to college buying this book that this teacher wrote, and it's wrong.
You finding mistakes,
and I'm like, well, I can't learn if you don't even know. And so I was like, well, I'm done with this. I'm switching majors. So 2 weeks into my first semester, I'd already switched majors. Kinesiology. I've always wanted to be a coach.
So the football, like you said, you did it. You went in for yourself. I mean, you didn't go in thinking, you know, NFL by the end of this. No,
not at all.
You were thinking like scholarship, get me through college, pay for my shit.
I thought eventually I'd be on scholarship. I was told I was going to get put on scholarship. You know, I didn't think it was going to pay for all the college, but I thought it'd help.
No, I mean, that's a good. That's a great goal when it itself.
And it would be fun, you know. Not many people from Wink at the time, you know, had went on and played college sports. And then you know, even if they did, like, it wasn't as big. Like when I went, that was a big thing. So it was cool. It was a cool experience.
Yeah, the few that went, I think, were all for like track or tennis and maybe golf in some instances.
I don't even know. I know the only one I know of for sure before me, Michaela Hyde for volleyball.
Well, Eli for track.
Eli went after me.
Oh, Eli was after me.
Eli was after me.
Okay, I was thinking Eli was younger. Well, you said earlier you said the older guys and you said Eli.
I said Eli.
Oh, okay, that's okay. Yeah, so you were really one of the first few I can think. I think
now looking back, like I feel like I was like I
think there may have been like 1 or 2 in tennis above mine, like Seth Abbott or something like that, maybe. You know,
that in tennis.
But
no, I love tennis.
I love tennis. but you know, it's not as serious as football.
Yeah, it was a big deal, you know, and so that was something. I was happy to do it. It was cool because I felt like, you know, it gave the community something else to like do, something to talk about, you know, other than each other and shit. Like,
so that third year you didn't play at all. You said you went 2 years playing, in that third year.
So my first year of college, I was all practice. Then the next 2 years, I played games.
Okay, so you played for all. Okay.
So it would have been my 4th year. I actually didn't even. I I quit college that semester. Once that semester ended, I quit. Because I mean, I was literally going to, like, I was smoking in the parking lot and going to class and either falling asleep or just, like, I had a buddy on the team who was in there and he tore his ACL, so we would just fuck around. Like, it was just
so
stupid.
did it kind of dawn on you? You're like, man, I'm just wasting this money at this point.
Oh yeah, I was wasting the money, the time. College was not really, it was in my plans, but because my mom, like you said,
I think most high school kids, it's always in their plans, and then they realize no.
Well, dude, I still don't even know what, like, I have no plans. I'm like,
oh yeah,
I don't know how some people have it together. I'm like, who the fuck am I? Like, all I ever knew was, like, in my head, like in high school, I always felt like I kind of got, like, even as good as I was, overlooked.
Oh, there's too many people like that, man.
And I was like, I want to be the coach who, yeah, you're good and you're the face, or you were the face when I came in, but I'm gonna give everybody, like, equal opportunity, Yeah. Because there were some people above me, that I ran the ball down to the end zone and stuff, and then maybe they finished into the end zone, from 5 yards out or something. I didn't agree with that. And they got the recognition. And I didn't agree with that, No,
I know what you're saying, because my original plan, I was always I was hoping to do the wrestling and all that. But my backup plan, which never panned out either, was supposed to be military, then college, and then coach. I was the same way. I always thought, I think coaches are underrated in life anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think people realize, I mean, high school coaches for sure. I don't think people understand how big of an impact a high school coach can have on a kid.
Right.
And Coach Hernser, one of my favorite coaches of all time.
Yes.
And then you turn around, and in the same year, I liked Jones, but at the same time, he was one of the best coaches for schools, but one of the worst coaches for the kid.
So, I agree with you. Hernser, hands down, I gotta take that back. Hernser is tied for favorite coach with me. It's Hernser, Coach Stewart, and Coach Ratliff. Coach
Ratliff, I would say, by far one of the best coaches ever.
Absolutely.
And I think it's bullshit what's going on with her situation.
Wink's a shitty school
nowadays. Yeah, Wink has turned to shit. It's not.
It's the people who run the school. It's school board members. It's kids whose families are,
like I said, it's last name.
Yeah, if you know somebody and you're, whatever, somebody feels like they're better than they are, and they're, their parents have a little bit of pull. Well, you better hope that you're not the person deciding that they ain't that good.
Yeah,
because you'll be out.
I was sitting here thinking about this the other day. Isaac, Isaac brought it up with me one day. He's like, oh, if they did a 10-year reunion, would you go to it? Well, and so I was like, oh, yeah, I'd go to it, just see everybody hang out and shit. And then I was sitting there thinking, I was like, what the fuck would be a point of a 10-year reunion with, like, our class? Because our school ain't there anymore. The teachers we knew ain't there anymore. Fucking, it's not even, it's gone down fucking hill beyond all belief. It's not even the same fucking school, technically, anymore.
Truly, there's very few, like, teachers who've been there that are still there. I don't know a lot of the new ones. I've not made a point to go out of my way and meet them.
I think the only one I still know is Coach Hands.
So Miss Fletcher's there still.
Oh, Miss Fletcher, yeah.
Hands down, favorite teacher to still be in Wink. Best teacher.
Oh yeah, she was just a great person too.
Like,
yeah.
She's not about anything else but the students. She does, she does a lot. Stuco, yearbook, teaching classes, UIL. Great, amazing person. But back to the coaches, Hernser, Ratliff, Stewart.
I loved Owens. I hate that they got rid of Owens.
I didn't even have him when he was there. When he was there, I was a grade under, so I didn't.
You missed him by 1 year.
And Sanchez.
See, I liked Owens because he did that after program, where it was like you had athletics practice, and then he did an after program where you can still work out, and he would stay at the school, give you all the workout and stuff and push, and it didn't matter what grade you were, it didn't matter if you were girls or boys, anybody was welcome. Yeah. You could tell he was just there.
Hernser did a lot. TAC camps in the summer.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Hernser was a good coach too. I don't always agree with his decisions, like letting me pick a play that I broke my ankle on. But definitely one of my favorite coaches. he was always there for me, always making sure I had a smile on my face. I mean, anytime I was down in school, walking around, he's like, hey, you know, what's going on? Like,
see, that's what I liked about him because, you know, he understood the situation after my dad passed.
Right.
And I remember when he first came in, he told everybody, you know, he's like, hey, y'all quit this team. Y'all are not coming back on the damn team. It's simple as that. Y'all don't like the way I do it. And I remember one year, I was just after my dad passed, I was going through some shit. I quit the team. About 2 weeks later, he pulled me into his office, or not even 2 weeks later, it's probably like 2 or 3 days later. He pulled me into his office, sat me down and talked to me. He's like, hey, you coming back on the damn team? You ain't got a choice in this.
Yeah.
You know, and I was fucking up. I was missing, just skipping practices, getting off athletics, just going home. And, you know, and he gave me that second chance. And
yeah, very good guy. The first time I met him, 8th grade football game against McCamey, and I was literally 10 yards away from running the ball back on a kickoff. And instead, there's one guy in front of me. And then I didn't know how to juke. I was clueless. I didn't grow up watching football or anything football, you know.
Yeah.
I had 1 year of football, 2 years. I played 5th grade, quit 6th grade, played 7th grade, and then 8th grade was my 3rd year of football. And he was like, he just got hired or whatever. He was at that game. I almost ran it back. Didn't know how to juke. Just ran straight into the kid and got tackled. And he was like, that was good. We're going to teach you how to move. You know, how to move. And that was my first impression of him. And I was like, I like this dude. Like,
oh, yeah. Another one I loved was Shaq.
Shaq was amazing.
Oh, man.
Hey, and if you ever need your ankles wrapped, Coach Shaq can wrap ankles better than any person I've ever met, and fast.
I don't know. Miss Ratliff always did mine.
Did she? I've never had her do mine.
Because I was always fucking stepping on balls and rolling my goddamn ankle every time.
Oh,
but
man.
Coach Shaq, one of my favorite memories of him is when his gout flared up. And he was out there on the fucking practice field that's the parking lot now, out there with his fucking walker, still grabbing people by the fucking helmet and yelling at them, flying out of his mouth and shit.
So my favorite memory of Shaq, we're in shop class, and
I love the shop class.
At this point, we're not doing shit. I think he retired and came back, or he was just about to retire.
You didn't do shit in that class even when he was there.
And he did the driver's ed, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so my whole class is doing driver's ed, like we're all at that age, and something happened and somebody fucked up like big time, and he like found out about it or whatever. He came back and he's like, I stick my hand out for y'all and y'all shit in it. It was all I could do not to just fucking bust out laughing right there.
Did you watch the one with Waylon?
Yeah.
Did you remember that part where I was talking about Coach Shaq and Casey Fuquay? That was another one. Dude, Casey was just walking around and all you hear is him playing with the power tools. And then we're all sitting at the table and you just hear that fucking roller chair Coach Shaq slide back and let off and hit the wall. Casey motherfucking Fuquay. And he didn't even have to go outside to look who it was.
He knew who.
If you don't quit messing with the goddamn tools and cussing, Casey's sitting there laughing, you know, big old smirk.
Right.
You want me to punch you in the fucking face?
Bro.
Right then everybody got quiet.
Yeah, I love Shaq. He was cool.
Oh, did you ever go to the auto tech trips with his class?
I went, it wasn't auto tech. I went to, it was a wood shop like thing.
Well, it was the same category, whatever it's called.
And it was in Angelo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard y'all. I think, I want to say me, Jordan Saunier, Waylon. Man, I can't even remember.
If Waylon was there, I was probably there.
I don't know.
I went 2 years. Maybe it was the last year that I didn't go.
I'm trying to think. See, I can't even remember. I don't know. I don't remember what year it was. I know for sure Jordan Saunier and Waylon.
No, I take it back because I went my sophomore year and my junior year, so it was probably
my senior year.
Yeah, so I didn't go on that one.
We went to Angelo. Like y'all said, we ate at Zettner's Daughters. Got some fucking fat ass. That's the first time I ever had a medium rare steak because they were like, we all have to agree on it. And
that way they bring out the whole platter.
I used to get them well done. I was a well done.
I may have been on that one then.
Maybe so. I mean, we got the big old thing, and then the bells, they called them of onion rings and shit.
Was that the one?
But they said when y'all were talking about it, y'all were talking about their family. I don't know if his family was there.
Coach Hack brought his daughter, and her daughter brought her husband or something.
I'm not 100% sure.
They didn't sit with us, but
they might have been there. But was Bogus there too?
Bogus was
there. Then it was. We
went over the limit. Remember? That was the one we went over the limit.
Oh fuck yeah!
I remember he slid the check to Shaq, and then about that time, the waiter was asking if we wanted dessert.
I was wondering. Yeah.
Shaq looked at the thing.
I was wondering if that was the time.
And just slid it over to Bogus, and Bogus just looked at it.
Time.
Might as well. And we all got like fried ice cream and shit.
Yeah, and we, if it was the time, we, swam in the pool, threw the football around.
Mm-hmm. I probably went straight about I remember Juan, because I was rooming with Juan Hawkins.
No, it wasn't. Juan Hawkins wasn't there, because if it was your senior, yeah. So you weren't there.
Oh, yeah, so it wasn't that one, yeah.
But yeah, we went same shit then, because they don't, obviously they didn't give a fuck. They knew they were out. And when Shaq came back, because when Shaq came back to coach us and shit, he didn't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah.
First off, they ran the school.
Shaq was one
they
of
had their choices. They did what the fuck they wanted.
Bogus,
come on now.
Nobody was telling them to.
When you think of like a legacy person, like.
So you never went to the Corpus Christi trip?
No, I wish I would have. But also at the time, like, that was like the stuff. Like, did y'all drink?
No, we didn't really drink it there. It was just, dude, the ridiculous amount of food we ate all on the school's card.
I thought y'all drank and stuff, and I was like, back then I would have I was a puss. Like, I wouldn't have done shit
I didn't drink at that time, yeah. And, no, we were all, I remember, god dang, Coach Shaq remember his rule? No fucking tattoos. Because they had that one class that got him, it was like 3 years ahead of our class. And we all got those fake tattoos, me, Josh Bradford.
Yeah, I remember that shit. That shit was funny.
He was, and it was him and Mr. Gray.
Yeah.
I just remember
Mr. Gray.
I remember them just storming across the fucking beat.
Man.
One of my favorite memories of his was his 8th grade class. It was my first year there.
Loved his class.
He hated technology.
Yeah.
Phones
and shit.
Beyond phones, he didn't.
Or the smart boards.
He did not get a smart board.
Yeah.
He refused it. I just remember him just across the room, because it's across from the teacher's lounge.
Right.
Him sitting there trying to mess that printer, couldn't get to work. I was like, goddamn technology.
I loved Mr. Gray. I loved his class. Man, but I was one of those people who like, if you were like, not even to say a dick, but like he didn't play for the like stupid kids bullshit, like they act stupid or like ha 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 or whatever. Like if you didn't play into that, like you were like, look, like we're here to do this, like don't fuck around or whatever, I'm for you, because if I had to be here, I don't want to be here in some bullshit. Like, you know what I mean?
Dude, my class, we were fucking ridiculous with the fucking around shit. I used to bring a muscle stimulator to school. And I think I told this in Wayland's. Corey used to always grab his metal desk. Like, he would just sit there and grab it, he would just hang on to it. I'd put one on my hand, I'd put one on the bar. And then I'd wait for him to grab it. When he'd grab it, I'd grab his fucking hand, and it would lock me down on him.
Right.
And I wouldn't turn it off. I would sit there. I remember one time I dropped it, and both of him and me just sitting there, because I couldn't let go. He couldn't let go. We had to wait for the pause break in it.
Man. No, my class, I mean, I kind of like, I mean, we were all like mess around, whatever. But my class was like, how y'all's class was all together, like more
tight-knit.
A tight-knit class. Our class was like groups, but they fucking just like switched, like a constant rotation of groups.
Your class was like Devin,
Brian, Lance Boner, Christian Olandez, Paul Wilkins, Gia Garland, Casey Swanson.
Such a weird dynamic
Jesse,
for a class.
Isaac's sister Jesse, Danica, McKenna.
I feel like y'all always had a lot of girls in those class too.
We had a lot of girls. We had like, I think it was like 7 boys and like 21 girls or some shit.
Yeah,
like,
I think ours was like the opposite.
Yeah. But it was, there was like, like I said, it's just rotating fucking pods of like, and 1 minute they would be mad at you, 1 minute y'all would be best friends. 1 minute it was like, this is such high school fucking bullshit, like just stupid.
See, ours was tight knit, but also we had our pods, but you know they stayed consistent. You know, it was like Corey, Isaac, Waylon, and all them. They were consistent.
The guys, absolutely.
Oh, the girls.
The guys mixed with the girls and the girls alone, the most fluctuating, random, like, dude. I mean, for like, and then like come senior year, they were like, we're about to have to leave, like besties. But,
I call that shit.
But I'm like, yeah. Also, like, it was up to a point, like really fake, like.
See, I was pretty far out of my class's circle. I mean, I was a fucking weird kid in high school. I was fucking.
I was weird,
shit.
but I can't even say, like, I wasn't like the cool jock or like the nerd guy.
See,
like,
I felt like you were the jock in high school. I really did.
I was athletic. I cared about sports and stuff, but as far as I would say, like, I fit in with everybody because I watch anime, I play football and I'm fucking good. Mm-hmm. I played saxophone and loved it.
So you did band, football, tennis, you did everything.
I run cross country.
I fucking hate cross country.
I'm the most nerdy, cool kid you're gonna meet, and I fit in with everybody. I liked everybody. I was cool with everybody. Like, so like looking back on it now, I mean, but. As far as cool goes or like fits in, like I was never like cool with like the older kids. Like I was cool, like, oh, you're good at sports, cool, but it wasn't like we hung out or shit. Like, you know what I mean? That's
what I hated, was I was always better with the older kids, and whenever I hit my senior year, obviously they're all gone now.
Right.
So my group was always like Aaron Holterman and Pondo for the first 2 years.
Right.
And then junior year, it was like me, Pondo, and Gabriel, and Aaron was. I'd still hang out with Aaron.
And what's crazy is, my favorite people, I loved the fuck out of Gabriel. Gabriel was hands down my favorite fucking person to go through high school, hands down, easily.
And people just don't understand him. Like, everyone's like, they're like, I guess Gabriel don't like me. I was like, no, Gabriel just doesn't talk that much.
Dude, but when he does, Jesus Christ, I loved Gabriel. Oh, fuck.
I keep trying to get him on the podcast, but
That'd
he won't
dope.
do it.
Is he around here?
He lives in Odessa now.
Okay.
Yeah, he lives with his mom. He's working over there at some electric company now, and he's doing real good, making good money now. They quit fucking Ratliff.
Fuck Ratliff.
Dude.
Dude. Oh, okay, so I got drug tested there. I was almost for sure gonna fail, but I don't think I did. I took a cleanse and shit. Anyways, whatever. Come the Monday, some other shit happened. Can't go into that. Actually, I was smoking weed at the house. Like, mom found out, called the cops and shit. I was like, okay, well, I'm out. Like, I'm gonna bounce, whatever. So I just go to Ratliff. I'm like, hey, look, I'm done. Like, whatever. I'm gonna go to Odessa. At the time, I don't know where the fuck. I think I ended up moving with Eli. Anyways, so I quit. Whatever. Blah blah blah. I don't know if they got the results back or what. But Troy I talked to some of the people at Ratliff, and Troy has said there's 2 people that he would never hire back. It's me. I don't remember the other guy, but the important part was
you were there.
It was me, and I'm like, I'm gonna be honest. Out of all the fucking people that went through Ratliff, if you don't think that me and Dominique were 2 of the hardest motherfucking working people,
they're dumb,
and the best working people that you've had, you were insane. I don't give a fuck if I'm high as fuck. I'm still
busting my ass. See, that's what I hated about it.
At the same time, I mean, I understand, like, can't be high at work and shit. I wasn't. Did you ever catch me high at work? No.
See, that's the one thing, like, I know they're going to legalize it in Texas one day. And, just treat it like fucking alcohol.
Yeah. Oh, no, what's worse is alcohol is
acceptable at
10
work.
times worse than fucking smoking weed.
Yeah, but then you got guys like fucking Rod out there fucking, the second he fucking finishes a job, hitting the store and buying a 12-pack and driving back,
driving home, popping a few fucking open on the way home from fucking Mentone, the deadliest fucking highway on the planet of fucking Earth, and you're upset that I was smoking weed at home?
I'm like you too, because I found out after I got fired from Nano. Nano was telling me, he's like, oh no, they were asking, because they were like, hey, all this shit y'all are blaming on Jeremy is still happening. So obviously it wasn't him.
Oh, dude.
And then they said they started asking, so what happened that day Jeremy got into it with Brian? And I'm like, well, it's 2 weeks too fucking late. I already got a new job. It's too late to be asking what the fuck happened.
Dude, literally, there's two guys there. Lewis and it's Promise Rios' boyfriend, Darian or something. Fucking
Capus?
No. He's a young Mexican kid, real skinny. Yeah. Fucking, I don't know, Darian or Diego or some shit. Anyways, so they're fighting like on location multiple days. And turns out one fucking day I have to work a weekend. Me and X go out and they get in a fucking argument or something. Troy has to come out, and then so we're all in trouble. And this is where I had problems with Troy, because I'm like, I'm not fucking around out here. I'm doing my job. I don't come here to make friends.
And
instant
shit happens. Like, anybody on location got to take drug tests.
And then he comes at us and he's talking about y'all acting like kindergartners and shit. And I gotta, first off, fuck you. There's two people out here fucking around, and I ain't one of them.
Yeah.
So you need to check your tone. I really did not like him. I don't like him because he's fake. Like, if you want to talk about fake people, that's one of them.
See, he was one of the ones I never got to interact with. You know who I love Charles.
Dude.
Charles is cool as
Troy
fucking shit.
sent me a fucking Ratliff care package, but he won't hire me back. But it doesn't matter. Like, I got a better job making better money, but it's just like, that's somewhere I wanted to work because I was learning shit.
Oh, yeah, it's a trade.
Yeah. And it was good. Like, it was going to end up being good for me and
in the long term, yeah.
Because I would have ended up with a license. I would have ended up working for him with the license. That's more jobs. That's more. But all he saw was somebody who's not scared to stand up to him, and
didn't like it.
For a 5'6" guy, it's not good.
See, and what's fucking crazy is hearing that, like, they're fighting on location and shit. I threw a hard hat at Brian, and Nano stepped in between me to keep me from fighting him.
Yeah.
I got fired over that.
There was never ever any problems the only problem I ever had at work, like where somebody like got onto me. You know how Rod thinks he's a fucking.
Rod's a perfectionist.
You think but he thought he was like.
Try one of these. They're at the very bottom left. If you don't mind grabbing me one too.
Yes, sir. He thought he like fucking. They made him a shop manager or whatever, and he thought he was the fucking next up in fucking command and shit.
Oh yeah.
So one day, like we're working around the shop, right, and we're not going out or whatever. We're moving motors around the yard and shit, and I'm on the forklift. But I have my Crocs on. I'm a Croc wearing motherfucker.
I love Crocs.
So I'm on a forklift. Nothing's obviously on a forklift. Nothing's falling on my fucking foot.
Yeah.
But I don't have a hard hat on. Like, so really, are we really following the rules, or are we not?
I never wore a hard hat.
Like, because I wasn't in trouble because I didn't have a hard hat on. I was in trouble because I had Crocs on. Anyways, Rod's like, oh, they're gonna get on you or whatever. I was like, well, if they get on to me, Rod, let them. But you're not getting on to me. Like, you're not that guy. You know what I mean? And so he went and told Shane. So Shane comes out and he's like, hey, where are your work boots at? I was like, they're in the truck. I was like, I'm just moving these motors around on the forklift. Like, I didn't think it was a big deal. He's like, well, didn't Rod come and tell you? I said, yeah, Rod's on the same fucking level as me. So you come and tell me something cool. Like, I appreciate the heads up. If Shane comes and tells me, then look, there's your warning. Get your get your steel toes on, whatever. It's not a big fucking deal, but they made it one.
Like I said, I never liked Shane.
I like him to a point. I also think he's fake. Like, there's you gotta have your public and then your at home shit, and he showed his at home shit in public. Not really, it was at work, but I was like, so whatever, like he sent me home. I was like, dude, it's not like Rod's not my fucking boss. So Rod coming and tell me something, whatever, but it's not a big deal to me. Which whatever. Each person their own opinion about that situation. To me, Rod was trying to fucking be boss man, and he wasn't. He was just a guy who they decided
give an easy job.
Put up some fucking panels every now and then and clean the fucking shop up. What are you really to us?
Yeah. Yeah, no,
a shop guy is not a fucking field guy.
I fucking hated that job. I was drinking so much when I fucking worked at Ratliff. It was ridiculous.
I hated when there was days that you didn't know you were going to end up getting home at 7, and you got home at 7. But other than that, I loved it. Me and X busted ass. Me and X, he was my foreman, we busted ass. They told me I was going to get a foreman job. Another problem. I was supposed to get a foreman job. I was doing foreman work. I was running crews. When my guy was gone, running crews. Albert Carrasco, no offense to him, he cracked. He literally fucking quit. And then came back and said, no, I don't want to quit. Like, can I stay? And they gave him his job right back, foreman. And I'm like, I'm doing his job already. Why the fuck not give me the job? Have him as my fucking.
See, that's why Gabriel quit.
Yeah.
Gabriel quit because, after Pondo quit, they were having Gabriel run the crew. Never bumped his pay up, never moved his roll up, and then they hired some dude for like $1 less, Gabriel said. And Gabriel just said that was fucking it. I'm done.
Dude, they fucking... So, Troy, hey, start showing up at 6:30, getting the truck ready, all this shit. You're going to be a foreman. A year later, nothing. Brought one of my friends in, everything. Like, me, X, and my friend were on a crew. Busting ass. Chachi quits. Still nothing. Chachi comes back to foreman. Fucking I'm doing this shit. I'm turning in the paperwork. The job's getting done right. There's no complaint. So what the fuck's the problem? Problem is, I'm going to be somebody who's going to stand up to you, whereas everybody else is just going to bow down like you're king, but you're not.
See, one thing I hate
I get money anywhere.
That whole showing up early thing. I remember one of the biggest complaints Charles had with us was, y'all ain't getting out of the yard soon enough. Yeah. So I said, screw it. I started showing up at 6:30. Filling up everybody's truck, and then guess what? We would still get out of the fucking yard at 9:30 something because Charles is sitting there fucking talking to people instead of just letting us fucking go do our goddamn job.
They didn't give a fuck. They didn't get the job done. They don't give a fuck. They didn't charge whatever. Take home all the fucking wire you want. Blah blah blah. They do care if you're gonna be somebody who's gonna stand up to them. You can't. Don't rock the boat.
See, Charles, I never had an issue with. I just thought that was dumb because they were getting onto us not leaving.
I never had an issue. I never had really any run-ins with Charles, but I never had an issue with it.
I agree with a lot of people. Charles, they have said he's calmed down a lot. Not the nicest boss, but as far as a person goes, I like him as a person.
I don't need a nice boss. I need a boss who's gonna just be real.
Like by nice boss, I mean like he wasn't the best boss. Like,
oh well, fucking who is?
Yeah.
How many people in a fucking leadership role are actually good leaders?
Yeah.
No.
It never works out that way.
Definitely not at Ratliff.
You like the Supremes?
Yeah, they're good. I used to not drink Budweiser.
I was surprised when you sent that, honestly.
Well, so I'll drink them. It's not that I won't drink them, or I don't drink them. I like drinking them, but Kaylee, my wife, she drinks Dose. I used to drink Michelob just because that's what everybody drank. But,
it was just available. That's what was there.
Our family used to drink Budweiser. So me and my mom and all them went to Oklahoma for Sean's wedding, right? Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, what are you drinking, Mom? She drank with us. First time she's ever drank with us. What are you drinking? She said, I'll have a Budweiser. Fuck, I'm gonna drink what you're drinking. It's like, well, this is actually fucking good. Like, why have I been drinking this fucking ass shit?
Yeah, when you got something. See, I was thinking about this earlier, and I was gonna bring it up in like a beer review or something, but I'll bring it up here. Fucking one thing, I always get 3 answers when I ask people if they like Budweiser. They say it's too sweet, they don't like it, or they say they like it, they love it, or they always tell me like I used to drink Budweiser, but now I get terrible hangovers off it as they get older and they switch away from it.
Oh, I get the hangovers. I do. I get hangovers with any beer. I started drinking like liquor or like Trulies.
I hate seltzers.
Have you had these?
I've had the Trulies.
Have you? Yeah. Okay, never mind.
I was
gonna say these are the only seltzers I do.
They're the only ones I can tolerate.
I only drink the margarita pack. Like the rest of them's. Nah.
I think the lemonade ones.
The lemonade's alright.
I hate the black cherry ones.
The fucking berry whatever flavor.
Yeah.
No. Don't fucking bring them.
You ever had the Bud Light seltzers?
No, I won't. I don't drink other seltzers. Dude, I don't try.
I did a review on those when I was still living in the camper. I literally took a couple sips of each one. I opened up the fucking camper door on video and tossed that bitch out the fucking door and said, these are the worst things ever.
Yeah. Oh, fuck it.
I threw that whole pack away.
No, don't do it. Nah, but... Yeah, Budweiser, I like Budweiser. At Dom's gender reveal, I got a 30-pack, and I finished it.
God, I remember there was a fucking... Dude, me and Pondo used to be bad. And it was when he was living at the trailer behind his mom's house still. It was a 4th of July. We both had a good amount of time off. We finished like 4 30 packs that weekend. And by the last day, we were sitting there fucking drinking like, are you getting drunk? And we're like half a 30 in. Like, no, I can't even fucking get drunk now. Like, what the fuck?
Meanwhile, y'all are drunk as fuck. Just don't
We
know.
just can't tell, yeah.
No, yeah, I finished granted, I was fucked
Gone.
up.
You probably lost a beer or two.
Oh,
though.
dude, I was so fucked up. I had the worst headache I've ever had in my life. I had to make Kaylee drive home. We pulled over, I don't know how many times. I tried to throw up, but couldn't. And that's even worse than actually throwing up.
Just dry heaving.
Holy fuck, dude. Worst, probably like next 2 or 3 days of my life, dude. Just so bad. But
see, I'm a fast recovery guy.
I am not. I am a fast recovery guy if I go sweat it out.
See, I'm a fucking like, tonight I'll get drunk. Tomorrow I'll probably wake up about 9 o'clock in the morning and I'll make me a Bloody Mary and I'll start drinking again.
Can't do it. I don't
That's
drink
the
a
only
lot.
way I can get better.
I don't drink a lot. I prefer smoking. If I could smoke every day, I would get home from work, greet the wife and baby girl, and
Light a bowl.
light a blunt. Like,
See, smoking, it never did nothing for me.
never got into
It
it.
puts me to sleep. That's it.
I get sleepy sometimes. It just depends. Like, if I'm at home, I want to sleep. If I'm coming home from work and I don't got nothing to do and I'm smoking, let's go to sleep.
Yeah, the first time I ever smoked weed was actually at UTPB. I didn't go there. Fucking Gabriel went to college there, and I used to go party with him over there. And those times, like partying and smoking, just never did shit for me.
I literally we threw parties so I moved out of the campus and moved in with one of my buddies from football, and we would throw parties, and I'd go into my room and smoke because I didn't have a lot of money. So if I'm buying weed,
Yeah, you're trying to keep everybody else from seeing it. Yeah,
I'm not giving it to every fucking body.
I get that.
And so I would go in my room, light up a bowl, smoke a little bit, go back to the party.
Feeling good.
It does good for me.
No,
I feel bad for people who can't, like, who don't
like I said,
enjoy weed the same way.
It puts me to sleep.
Because if you don't enjoy it the same way, it's just not good for you. Like, it's just not good.
If Texas would legalize it, what I think I would like would be the edibles. I think that's something I would be into.
Edibles don't affect me.
Really?
I can eat edibles all day long.
Oh, one thing I'll tell. Oh, speaking of, it's not fucking weed. I love fucking shrooms and acid.
So the day I got sent home from Ratliff, I went and did probably a gram of shrooms, maybe like half a gram, and I was up at the park, shrooming out, dude.
The only thing I hate about it is, I think I may have talked about this with Waylon. For some reason, hallucinogenics, they make your body like hypersensitive. And you can feel like everything a bit better. It makes me feel how warm my crotch is. And I feel like I pissed myself.
Oh, fuck.
And it feels like I have to piss, even though I don't. I remember I was with Pullin one time.
AJ?
At his camper, yeah. And I did some shrooms there.
I think I heard this.
And I went to the restroom. I was like, man, I gotta fucking piss. I was like, let me get this piss out, then I know I'm good.
And you couldn't.
And I stood there, 2-3 minutes.
Bro.
AJ knocked on the door. He opened. Hey, you good, man? I was like, man, I just got to piss and I can't. He's like, you've been in here for 15 minutes. I was like, no, that song just ended. Yeah, I named off the song, whatever it was. He's like, no, that ended like 3 songs ago.
I heard that, bro.
And after that, I finally told him, I was like, man, you just got to take me back to the camper.
That shit's funny as hell.
So anytime I do hallucinogenics, I got to be at my home and I got to be by myself and I got to be butt-ass naked because I just got to make sure I can see that I didn't piss myself.
So the by yourself part, it's important who you're around. I did shrooms before going and seeing this one girl a while back, and we had a night before. It was great, whatever. I did shrooms, and I went over and we, shrooms, smoked a little bit. My friend was waiting for me to just be done and go hang out with him, and I was fucking tripping. I was seeing 3 TVs, you know how it's like the Roy G. Biv shit, the red, blue, green, and I was seeing 3 red, blue, and green of the TV. on top of the TV. And then, like, she was giving some fucking just bad vibes to me.
Oh, that's the worst. That's why I love being alone, because you can control it.
I gotta get out of here. Like, and my boy's just constantly hitting me up, and I'm like, well, I don't want to be like, I don't want to be that guy that just comes and leaves, or whatever. So
sometimes you got to, man.
I ordered pizza. I don't even know if I ate any. I was like, you know what? I gotta go. And I told her later on, I was like, look, I'm sorry if I was weird. I did shrooms and I just was not feeling like. But yeah, that's something you gotta be around the right people, or just literally alone.
I think I'd have to do it by myself, because I know I'm a dick. I know when other people have done it, I'm like putting shit on the TV that's freaking them the fuck out. I remember I put on this one video, it was for old Dalton, and he was sitting there watching it. And it was like an alien on the screen. Is that Chris Brown? I was like, what the fuck is an alien, bro?
Man. And I haven't done them with too many people, but it's definitely something, controlled environment, like, don't
Like I said, I gotta sit there. I have a playlist on YouTube I watch.
Yeah.
I will watch Daft Punk's One More Time video like 30 times, because you see shit in that video that you can't see not on shrooms, and you hear sounds in that song you can't hear not on shrooms.
Well, hey, off video, if you know somebody.
I wish, man, I wish. I got a buddy, but he lives all the way in Louisiana.
Fuck.
No, he doesn't even. He lives in Houston. And he loves the microdosing.
Yeah.
Just doing a little bit here and there throughout the day. He says that's great. I've never even tried that, but that sounds pretty fun.
I want to try a lot of hallucinogenics.
I want to try peyote.
Peyote.
I want to try DMT.
DMT.
God.
Shit, I want to do it all. I'm a very adventurous person when it comes to drugs. My mom turned me away, and the worst part is that she's not tried them, so I'm like, try weed one time and tell me that you're not like.
Oh yeah.
If you're not for it, you're not for it. But it's also, it's not what you think it is. Like,
no, it's definitely not. But some are. Some are just like.
Some.
I will never hit the hard shit, like the heroin, the meth.
No, I don't even. I'm not interested in trying that.
And
but
then,
hallucinogenics, natural shit, like.
Oh yeah. And then what's the other one? Fucking I hate Xanax.
I don't take pills.
I've seen people on Xannies.
I don't take pills.
The only
I've done like coke, like.
Oh yeah, I believe everybody.
But I mean, like, I don't. That's the thing. That's where
everybody.
That's where I draw the line.
I will say one of my favorite drugs. One of the first few, it was weed. But like I said, I don't even consider that a drug. The first drug I think I would consider a drug was X. I fucking loved ecstasy.
Ecstasy. I did that.
I think you were actually. That may be another time I drank with you. Did you go to Clifton Grifton graduation party?
No.
Oh, okay, you didn't. That was the first place I ever did.
That wasn't cool. I didn't get invited.
I didn't either. I just tugged along with Dalton.
I wasn't in with anybody, dude. Eli,
well, he was younger than you, wasn't he?
Yeah, if I was going to parties, it was because Eli was taking me. No, I wasn't cool. As cool as you thought I was, no.
Fucking, dude, I did X, and I like it. For one, it's one of the drugs you remember the night. So that's always a positive. If it's a drug and you remember everything, that's always great.
Oh, yeah.
And I went through stages of high.
Yeah.
At first, I was like rubbing walls and shit. And then I remember Dalton sat me down. He was like, hey, take a seat, and I sat down, and it was like a little soft couch. So I say it was soft. It could have been the hardest motherfucking couch in the world.
Right.
And he's like, how you feeling? And for some reason, I was talking in a high-pitched voice. And I looked at him, you're like sitting on a cloud right now. And they said I talked for like an hour. And then they said I went to no talking. And we played beer pong. Then they said I zoned in. Fucking wasn't missing a shot. Well, I think because X is Molly. And I think they either cut it with... Yeah, it's cut with either heroin or meth, I think.
A lot of stuff.
And I think it was cut with whichever one speed is.
Don't ask me, dude. Yeah. I'm not a drug connoisseur.
I think speed's... meth? I don't know. One of those.
That sounds right.
It's one of those two. But it like focuses you in.
Hey. Automatic Drano.
And they said I was hitting every single shot, and I was still picking up the bottle of rum and just drinking it, even though I was making shots. Because you can't taste liquor on it. That's the thing on X, Molly and stuff. You cannot taste it.
So the only time I've done X, we went to a rave. It was Life in Color, and it was in Hidalgo, Texas. And we took probably an ounce of weed, maybe more, We got high before the rave. We all took our pills, tablets, whatever you want to call it, respectively. Took them right before we walked in the gate. Walked through. It's like, okay, I don't feel nothing. We probably get like 20, 30 more minutes in. It might have hit me more, but faster. But I was fucked up. Like I was. So Life in Color is just, they're spraying paint all over.
Oh, that's the paint, the powder, and all that.
They're
shit.
just spraying paint on you the whole time. So it's warm ass paint on you.
Oh, I bet.
I'm feeling everything.
I was gonna say, I bet it feels
this
crazy.
is the best feeling I've ever had in my life. There's dancing, there's people around you, they're all dancing, they're all probably on fucking drugs.
Just like you are.
Have this girl there, like she's dancing with me, whatever, it was cool. This is how much fun I was having. This girl's like, hey, like I gotta go, do you wanna go? And I said, no. I was like, I'm having fun. The concert's still going. Like, hey, it was nice to meet you, had fun, like cool.
But I'm feeling this.
See ya. Oh, be careful, whatever. Did that, best time of my life. Like,
no, I could imagine.
10 out of 10 would do X again.
I definitely would. Oh,
in the right setting. Like,
right setting.
Has to be like, I like raves and shit, so if I'm going to a rave, I'm doing drugs. Like,
oh yeah.
Let's go.
I've never been to a rave. I always wanted to go to one, but just never been.
Let's go. Life in Color still happens in Miami, and that might be the most badass place to get paint sprayed on you and fucking dance.
Like, the problem is now the job, I work government, so can't do anything now. So I stick to drinking.
Can't do anything in their knowledge.
Oh man. So one of the things I want to know a little bit about, like, even though growing up together, like I feel like I know nothing really about your, like, learning that you were an anime fan and all that, that's all new to me.
Yeah.
Like your early life, I feel like even Dom's early life, I barely knew a lot about, because the only times I would see y'all, it was at your grandparents,
right, or
when Sonya and them would have a party. That was about the only times I would see y'all after like a certain age.
So I don't even know. Like I said, my memory's bad. No, I would tell you before. I have like pick memories from like here and there from like first grade, whatever age I was, but like when my memories like really started coming in, let's call it 7th grade, like sixth grade summer. Like
mine's so bad, I'm at like if it's past 10 years, I'm probably not gonna remember.
Yeah. So like let's say 6th grade summer. Broke my arm, started playing. So I played football when I was younger.
How many bones have you fucking broke?
Okay, so not too many. It seems I broke my right arm, and that was a fucked up situation. So I don't know if anybody's ever heard of a soul skate. It's a bullshit ass contraption that's about this fucking long in a triangle. You can fit one foot on and one toe on from your other foot, and the brakes on the back, it's a little circle. And I was racing Joey Augusta. He was on a bike. I think I'm hot shit. So I'm racing him around the cafeteria parking lot. You know how there's always like just little random, where the fuck these pebbles come from?
Yeah.
Random ass pebbles that.
Just big enough to trip you up.
From where? So I'll fucking flip. Land arm first, break it. They're playing tennis, right? Dom, my Aunt Rose is there, Steve, who knows who fucking else. I'm like, I broke my fucking arm. I'm crying. I ain't gonna lie, I'm crying. I'm probably screaming a little bit.
Oh, yeah, fucking.
And, I mean, it's like that. Like, it's fat. And I'm like, I broke it. Like, I knew I broke it. There was no fucking question.
Yeah.
They're like, no, you didn't break it. Dom's first one up.
Slaps it.
It's not broken. Bitch. You feel the pain I'm feeling and tell me it's not broken. Okay, well, my Aunt Rosa like, let me see. It's not broken. I don't know. Maybe it is. Call my mom. Go to the hospital. It's broken. Go to Kermit. Worthless ass Kermit.
Oh, fucking terrible hospital.
Shout out to my wife who works there. Trash. Anyways, so they'd say, well, you need to go to Midland. We don't have like a... And it was like a kid doctor, but I'm 6th grade. I'm like, I'm practically a fucking grown. Like, no, but so I had to go to Odessa or Midland. I think we went to OMRC, and I waited there. This has happened at 6. I waited till 4 the next morning for them to reset my arm.
Fuck that.
Then Dom, the great brother he was at the time, told me I was gonna have to get surgery.
So he's freaking you out.
Oh, having a blast. You're gonna have to get surgery. You're gonna have pins in your arms, and motherfucker, I didn't. But this motherfucker was really trying to fucking scare me.
See, I find that crazy because he's not like that with any of us, you know? Like,
Dom was a fucking
dick to you?
asshole. Full-blown asshole. Up until everybody realized I was good at football. When I started, like, had friends outside of my age group and the people I already knew, I was showing out in football.
Yeah.
That's what changed everything. I talked to the older kids, the younger kids thought I was cool. Like, that's when I was cool, was when I was good at football.
So in the household, who was the one parents always believed?
Who believed as far as they knew Dom was a dick. If like,
so they knew that?
Oh, they knew. My mom would hold Dom down and tell me to hit him, and then I wouldn't hit him because I was a fucking pussy, dude. Like, I was a pussy. For as much as I hated Dom, I loved the hell out of Dom. So she would hold him down. Like, he knew he was being a dick to me, hold him down, and then I wouldn't do nothing.
But as far as, like, so, like, if he was fucking with you and you went to mom, hey, Mom, Dominic just did
it. It didn't work. It didn't work.
Oh, it didn't work.
You can't go run to Mom. You can't go run to Mom.
Would she just tell you, y'all figure it out yourself or something
She
like
would
that?
just be like, y'all better fucking quit or everybody's getting whooped. You know, it's not just one or the other. It's everybody.
I can definitely see that.
And it's always been like, you know, fucking hit him. Like, don't
Stop
be a
coming to me with
pussy.
your
Like, yeah, don't be a pussy. Hit him. You know, and that's the same thing at school. Like, if somebody's picking on you, kick their fucking ass. But just know, when you come home, you're gonna get your ass beat.
No,
because it's not okay. Stand up for yourself, but it's not okay to beat somebody's ass.
Yeah.
Like, so we, you know.
Man, that's a mentality that's so missed nowadays. God, the fucking generations growing up now.
They don't know.
Fuck, they don't know.
I'm gonna tell you, they ain't ever had a Sonya.
No, they need it.
If everybody in the world had a Sonya, the world would be a pretty good place. Yeah, Sonya. First off, Sonya, amazing person.
Loved your mom.
Great.
Still love her.
There's not a person I love more. Well, scratch that. I got a daughter and a wife now.
Things change then, yeah.
You know, she's tied. Like, God dang, I can't put my mama like below anybody. Like,
yeah.
Mom, and to me, and I don't know how all the rest of the kids feel, and they probably don't feel the same because we got a special bond. Like, me and my mom, like, above anybody else. Like, as much as I've fucked up in my life and shit, she is truly, like, when we hug, I feel the love. Like, I know it's there. I know, like, she's, she's like, I know you fucked up, but I still love you. And she'll always be like that. Like, no matter how bad, like, wreck Dom's car, blow it up, break my femur, get jumped by some fucking redneck motherfuckers in Grand Falls. Like, fucking quit college football and disappoint the world. Like,
so that was in Grand Falls you got jumped?
Yeah.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I've heard about it, but I haven't heard. I want to hear your story, because.
I was seeing this girl from Grand Falls. It's New Year's. Just got back from Colorado snowboarding and shit. And we make a plan. I'm staying there. Y'all take my keys. I'm not driving. Like, none of this shit. I'm talking to, night goes on. They played, okay, and to me it's not anything, but to, like, her, like, so she had a friend, right?
Yeah.
And her friend was there. She was like, they started playing Kid Rock. To me, I grew up on Kid Rock.
Oh, Kid Rock, Limp Bizkit,
Kid Rock,
all the
like,
shit.
that's
Bradley,
not nothing to me. But she's like,
playing.
this feels like racist and shit. Like, I'm gonna get out. Like, I fucking love this. You sound cocky. What? Like, yeah, I love that. Like, I listen to that shit till this day. Like, but So she's like, whatever. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird, whatever. Like, but I'm talking to them still. They start playing beer pong, my girl and like some other people. And I'm talking to this guy off to the side, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, and we're just talking about hunting. Like, Jory, my Uncle Jory, hunting over in Kainos and shit, talking about shooting pigs and shit. And the next thing I remember, on each side of me, a guy's holding me up. And I'm like, the fuck? And I just ripped my fucking arms away. Cause the guy's coming to hit me. Like, there's a guy in front of me coming to hit me. And I ripped my arms away and dropped to the ground and take off to my truck. I don't know how I have my keys. So I don't really know what went on like before this. But the main point of the story is they were beating the fuck out of me. Like, I go to my truck, you won't be able to see on camera, but I have like on both sides of my eyes, there's little scars under my eyebrows. One of them, I got 12 stitches in. That was the night I got jumped. I went to the truck, I'm bleeding everywhere. My nose is absolutely broken. Mm-hmm. Lip busted, eye blacked. I called Dom. And I'm like, hey, dude, like, they're gonna fucking kill me. Like, get somebody out here. Like, they're gonna kill me. So Dom's at a New Year's party at Jordan Saunier's house that I was supposed to go to. But I'm with this girl. So he takes off, busted ass to Grand Falls, right? Calls the cops and everything. They show up, cops show up. And they were gonna arrest me. Because all these people are saying, like, I'm trying to fight all of them, blah, blah, blah. But none of their stories are matching how they're getting to.
And you're the only one beat up.
And I'm the only one beat up, except for a guy that might or might not have got hit by a truck when he was coming at my truck. Broken arm. He's the only one hurt. Right? But other than that, I'm fucked up. Like, fucked up. I got beat up, clearly, and nobody else did. And none of them have a matching story. They're like, look, we're going to let you go, take him to the hospital, go to the hospital, get stitches, you know, maybe my nose reset or not. It's still kind of crooked. Anyways, Dom takes me home, whatever, take a few pictures of my face, smoke some weed, go to sleep. It's a big deal because everybody already thinks I'm an alcoholic at this point. I had already quit college football.
Yeah. This is what I wanted to hear from you, because this was the stories I was hearing, and like I said, I'm not a judgmental person, and I was hearing like, oh, I know Jordan was beating his girlfriend and all this other stuff, and he's fighting Dominique at the house. Sonia's having to kick him out and call the cops.
So hold on, me and Dom only got in one fight ever, and I was still in high school. Yeah, it was my senior year, and I went to senior pictures with a black eye. Because I broke my ankle. Like I said, when I broke my ankle, I didn't give a fuck. Yeah. I broke my ankle 5th game in the football season that I'm literally actively getting better and better each game. Mm-hmm. I'm talking 200-yard fucking football games, 3 touchdowns a game, 80-yard runs. Nobody's touching me. Like, these kids are little kids at this point to me. Like, they're nothing. They're nothing. And I break my fucking ankle. And I'm like, my ticket just got fucking burnt. Yeah. Like, throw it away, crumble it up. Everything that I thought I had going for me was, and I didn't give a fuck. So I have Oxycontin pills, and I have alcohol. Oh, yeah. I didn't even like the Oxys. I literally didn't like them, but that night I took them, and I went to a party with Dom Pio. Dom, you know how Dom was, falling asleep constantly. Anytime he drank, anytime Dom drinks, Dom's going to sleep. First one, right on him. Well, Dom fell asleep, and I'm like, I get to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go. Like, it's you know, 2, 3 in the morning, it's time to go. Like, whatever, it's over. Go to Dom, let's go. He's like, I don't have the keys. I gave them to Tiffany. And I'm like, well, why? But I'm like, whatever. I'm going to go talk to Tiffany. Let's get the keys. Let's get the fuck out of here. Go talk to her. She's like, I don't have the keys. And I'm like, what the fuck? So Dom like sent me all over the fucking party looking for the keys that he had. So I got pissed. I'm drunk. I'm fucked up. Man. I got pissed. This was a different time. So when I got high on oxys, I was on my crutches still, and I crawled back to the car. This time, I'm just fucked up, and I'm like, Dom, I'm trying to go, and it's still my senior year, but like it was just, I didn't give a fuck. But you know, he sent me all over the party, and I come out, I'm pissed at him. I'm mad. My ankle's still not good, but I'm not on crutches anymore, and so we're gonna fight. Like we're really like, it's literally, I swing at him and miss, and maybe I swing one or two times, I don't know. Corey steps in front of Dom, and I deck him in the fucking face. And sometime in all this, Dom had hit me. Corey and Merce drive me home. Don't know how Dom got home. I instantly just put fucking ice on my face. I'm like, I'm fucked. Like, we're sharing a room at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so we're both sleeping in there. I hate Dom. I hate him. Like, we were good. Like, we were really good at the point. I fucking couldn't kill
so
him.
done,
I hate him. Like, I'm so mad. It was pointless. It made no sense. And I'm mad that he got the best of me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Dom's not that guy. Like, if I'm thinking, like, I'm going to fight Dom, I'm thinking I'm going to win. Nope, Dom beat me. Like, I'm mad.
I'm so glad. Oh, I tried to get Dom to fight me one time. Oh, I thought Dom... Yeah, well, no, I tried to get him to fight me. When I threw that drink in Mason's face. Dude, after that, I don't know how Dom... I'm so glad he didn't, because I was so out of shape. Well, I was probably in a lot better shape
I'll tell you what, Dom might not be easy to get you to fight. And I'm really not easy to fight either.
Yeah, but
you push me past a certain point, I'm a different guy than Dom. I'll kill you.
Y'all are brothers too, though, so it's easy to get y'all to fight each other.
Not at all. Not at all. But at that point, me drunk, me mad, him lying to me. Oh yeah, it didn't take much. I was pissed, and so there was those. That's the time I got a black eye. That's the only time me and Dom have truly fought. And I can't say truly because he had the upper hand all the way through.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad hearing these because I was hearing from everybody else. They're like, oh no, Sonia had to call the cops. Dominique had to drag him out of the house with the cops to get him to leave. And all this other stuff.
That was probably the time I smoked weed, and that didn't even, nobody drug me out or nothing. I just left. Like,
yeah, and that's when you moved in with, who'd you say?
Eli.
Yeah, see, I was hearing all kinds of stories. I was like, and you know.
At the time, Eli was fully Christian, don't do a bad thing at all. And I had an ounce of weed, and he smelt it in the house, and he kicked me out. So I moved in with my buddy from college. I wasn't fucking up as bad as people think I was, but I was doing stuff that maybe not everybody agreed with, for sure.
I 100% see that, because like I said, whenever I threw that drink in Mason's face, I was probably at the same point, you know, like, people were, I feel people were really exaggerating it.
Oh,
and then...
The stories that people probably have told about me and how far they are from the truth.
Oh yeah, I agree with that, because even Isaac had told me, we talked about it, I don't know, we talked about it on podcast, I think it was after. He was sitting, he was like, oh no, you know, like we heard that, you know, Jeremy threw a drink and made his face, he's like a wild card, he's trying to fight everybody.
Yeah.
And they were just like, man, because Isaac and me never really hung out in high school,
right.
So he was like, that guy just sounds like an asshole, I don't want to be around that.
You know, we did drink before, now that I think about it. We drank in Pyote together because we arm wrestled.
At Riley's
we arm wrestled, yes.
Yeah.
Like,
see, when you
I've had people
that...
try to arm wrestle me since then, and I'm like, no, I can't fucking arm wrestle because you kicked my ass.
See, I'm a sleeper, man. I'm telling you, dude. I don't look strong, but I'm a sleeper when it comes to shit like that. And you know what's crazy too is like I was sitting there, like you still work out constantly. I want to start working out with you actually, but fucking you always working out times when I'm at work and shit.
Yeah, I when I get in, I'm there. I love working. That's like.
What time do you get off?
Depends. Sometimes I'm in at 3. Sometimes I'm in at 4.
See, I'm a 3. See, I'm off at 3:30 every day.
Yeah. So if you want to get in there at 4 o'clock,
dude, I'm down.
I'm down. Get it. Membership at Ashley Pipe Hitter Fitness.
Where's this even at? I've seen pictures
right there.
of this
it's
gym
just right
all
there,
the time.
A block away. It's a block away.
I've never heard of it. I've seen so many pictures inside that fucking gym, but I'm like, what
I got some lifting equipment of my own I take up there. She has a plethora of shit, everything you need, really, but I get more like specialty shit. I just ordered a bamboo earthquake bar, so it's more stability. You put bands, put the weight.
Oh, okay.
And then... Yeah, not as much weight, not as much of a load, but more stability.
Yeah, I get you.
So yeah, I love working out. It excites the shit out of me.
See, I was working out at that gym in Kermit. The only thing that was killing me was getting off of work and then going straight there. Because,
I hate the gym in Kermit.
Because I love that one.
It's so packed.
See, I was never packed when I would go.
Not people.
Oh,
Machines.
too much equipment. Yes,
Too
I
much
agree.
equipment.
I agree with that.
There's not enough room. Jesus Christ, I don't want a fucking something everywhere, and I can't even, like, if I'm just standing up with dumbbells or something and I gotta be in front of somebody, or even just a machine that somebody might want to be at.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that for sure.
Too much. And it was all very old when I went. I know they got a lot of new stuff. It was all rusted weights, like 8 through, like rusted weights, and I'm like,
they've upgraded some, but I'm sitting there.
$70.
Last time I was there, I was sitting there doing like a leg press. I'm looking, it's like a fucking like a bolt from like Ratliff holding this motherfucker in. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna go.
No, I respect it and everything, but Pipe Hitter Fitness,
I'm definitely gonna have to
way better. So better. $40 membership.
See, because that was my biggest thing was like it was either I get off work, go to my grandma's, get dressed, and go to the gym. But I'm just getting off work. I don't want to work out straight.
24/7.
And then the other thing was like if I get off work, okay, I want to rest a little bit, then go work out. Now I'm driving back to Wink. I don't want to fucking drive back to Kermit just to work out.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit you up for that.
Yeah,
shit,
yeah. Hey, I'm. Also, just know I don't have a set plan or nothing. I go in there, I fucking lift, and I fucking.
I'm the same way. I never set plan it. I have an idea about what I want to do, but
you know, arm day, shoulder day.
Yeah, depending on what
chest,
I feel day, you know,
back, legs, but it's not ever gonna be like this is what I have planned. Like this is.
Well, I can't even fucking lift with you anyway. There ain't no fucking way. I was sitting there watching your shit. I'm like, I can't.
I brought my brother Anthony. We were lifting for a little while. And what was funny is when you hit me up asking me if I still lift, I had just told him, hey, when are you going to fucking get your ass back in here? Like, I'll pay for it. Like, just come. Like, you know, just trying to bond and shit. Because we're not super close, but...
See, I was going to ask that, how that relationship is. How's your relationship with Tony?
If there's one person I could kill with no ramifications... it would be him. I don't like him. He's a piece of shit human. He's worthless. If there's one person that does not need to be on this planet, it's Tony Williams.
See,
hands down.
I don't know if I asked Dom. I think is Dom the opposite of you on that?
Dom used to be.
But
Dom used to love him, and that's the only reason I ever. So, 7th grade year of school, Tony gets out of prison or wherever the fuck he was. Moves to Kermit. My mom and Caesar's his friend from, you know, back in the day. And I want you to give him a chance. So I try. All I hear is everybody saying how good you are at football. And I told him it's me and this and that. I'm like, I don't even know you, dude.
Yeah.
And I've never played, like Mom said, I've never had anybody to play catch with me. Sports, self-taught or learning from the coaches through the years. Like, don't fucking act like you had any part in me being good at anything, because he didn't. So that happened come Christmas time, either 7th or 8th grade year. We go over and we get these extra large Echo Unlimited shirts. Extra large Echo Unlimited shorts. Shit that would fit his 6'2", 250 ass.
Yeah. And
we get them. Some $20 tennis rackets from Alco. A little cheap watch from Family Dollar. And it's not that I'm not a spoiled nothing, because I never really, we got stuff, of course, but it wasn't.
I feel like you and me grew up pretty the same.
It was never,
like, money-wise, family-wise.
So it wasn't like we were just spoiled out of our minds or nothing. Like, we have 5 kids in the fucking family. Be real.
Oh, yeah, you gotta
know what I mean?
All that shit.
5 kids, 1 parent working. Come on. We're not getting fucking what every other kid's getting. But my mom sure as hell never bought me an Alco watch and thought I was happy. But it wasn't even that. It's the fact that he bought us this shit and then went and got Anthony, my little brother, a Xbox 360, like 200 gigabytes.
Obviously.
Expensive. But not only that, a TV. And then my little sister, Justice, a Wii in a TV.
Though there was obviously, you could see the favorites
all opened at the same time.
I'd be in the
bro,
same.
Come on. Who's going to be happy about this shit? Come on. Fuck. And I'm like, okay, fuck you. Like, you really just shown me where I stand, right?
Yeah. It'd be one thing if they got the same shit as you and you'd be like, okay, this is what he could afford.
Yeah.
But
so
no, yeah.
fast forward, blah, 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 whatever. Cool. 13 years old, I'm drinking at his house. Him, Dom. I drank before I was 15. I drank at 13.
See, I didn't drink till 17. That's crazy. I find it crazy how young some people start.
And I'm telling him, like, he's trying to talk about how all he does for us and stuff, and I'm like, let me tell you, any clothes, name brand clothes I had or have had through my life, I've bought.
Yeah.
I worked at the city. I worked
at the school. Did you do
at the school, at the city, at all these places, you know, just because my mom took us to Bell's.
Yeah.
She took us to Bell's, and one year I got these fucking snake skin, alligator skin fucking 310s. If you don't know what those are, look them up. 310s, ugly ass dress shoes. Those were my wear around shoes. Everyday wear around shoes. All because I wanted some Timberlands. And they were off-brand Timbs.
Okay.
Off-brand Timbs, but I wanted them, but I could only get them with the buy one, get one half off or whatever, because this is the money we had. I got Nikes, I bought them. I got Adidas, I bought them. Reeboks, whatever the fuck, name brand, I bought that shit. And he tried to say how much he does for us and stuff. I received $100 from him in my life.
See, and you know what's crazy? Like, I've never had a bad experience with him, so I can't say I don't like him.
Oh, everybody, he can sell his shit to everybody.
But here's the thing, though. Like, my grandma tells me, she's like, because, you know, the first time I met him, he was, oh, you know, I loved your dad, I miss him, all this other stuff. My grandma tells me, every time he's ever been brought up in a conversation, he's like, your dad fucking hated him.
Because he was worth it. He beat my mom. Why would your dad not hate a person?
Well, they said that him and my dad have gotten into it
I'm sure.
multiple fucking times.
Let's a person who loves my mom.
Oh yeah.
And a person who beats my mom.
Oh yeah. And my dad did not tolerate shit.
Yeah,
from nobody.
You're gonna say they get along? Yeah, no way.
Yeah.
Like I said, long story short, I'm right with you. Long story short though, I hate him. He's nothing to me.
See, I was so curious.
He's not met my daughter. He won't ever meet my daughter. He's not met my wife. He won't ever meet my wife. He won't come around. If he tries to come around, the great thing is, if he comes on my property, I truly will kill him. And he knows that I have nothing for him.
Yeah.
And when he dies, I won't be at his funeral. He won't get no money for a fucking tombstone or nothing from me. I'll piss on his fucking grave. That's what I will piss on his grave and wish him the best in the afterlife.
That's crazy. See, this is what the kind of dynamic I like learning about people, and just situations like that. I didn't even think to bring that up with Dom.
That's the only person in the world that I hate that much.
See, I feel you, because I don't know if you remember Pat.
Yeah, I know Pat.
That is one of the true people I hate on this planet.
I got a baby now. She's 8 months old. Being a dad is absolutely rewarding and tiring at the same time. But she's the light of my life. We work out together, eat together, ice cream. I'm gonna go pee now.
You'd be like Dom, try to hit the side of the bowl to quiet it out.
No, I'm going straight in.
Oh man. For everybody out there watching, see, this is the type of stuff, the reason I wanted to do this podcast, because knowing Jordan all my life, I'm finding out so much more that we have in common with each other. I never thought we would ever had in common. And this is why I want to get more people on here. If you're interested and you're from the West Texas area, my email is jeremyglass79745@outlook.com. Hit me up, and we'll see about getting you on the show and bring you out here, drink some few beers, and have some good time. Because I enjoy this shit. I want to meet new people. I want to hear people's stories. I want to learn about their life, how they grew up, the world views, their point of views, how they think. I just believe this is an everyday person's podcast, and everybody has a story to tell. I want to hear about your stories, everything. Oh. Pull these out of the fridge here. Oh.
But Yeah, I don't like him. We literally almost fought when I was 13, and imagine me, 135, 13-year-old, and him a fucking 250, 6'2", 6'3", whatever he is. Big-ass fucking man. He's a behemoth of a man before now he's worthless. His back's fucked up. He goes from job to job. Always did, but now he's just even more worthless, but the same guy.
Yeah.
But no, I don't like him. Dom, I don't know, dude, because I would go and I would be like, oh, I'm going to hang out with him for Dom and stuff, like, throughout high school. Until I got to the point where I was, dude, he said, he was like, earn this money, do this, I'm going to help you get a vehicle, like, I'll match you, whatever.
Never happened.
Never happened. I had to go over. I went over with my mom, cussed him out. Got in trouble by my mom. I'm a grown man at this point and still getting in trouble by my mom. And it was just like, I'm done with you. And he went to maybe one of my football games in college, maybe. And I don't even think he did. I'm not for sure. He asked Destiny if he could go. And she was like, hey, I just want to know if I can bring him. And I said, I don't give a fuck. Like, if you're my parent, you're going to go. If you care about me, I'm playing college fucking football.
You're not going to ask.
How many people do that? You want to know what the percentage of people that actually get to do that shit is? Low. I'm doing something big. Like, and he, dude, never had a picture with him after a game or whatever. He went to a scrimmage. A scrimmage. Fucking inter-squad scrimmage.
See, I 100% feel it because, dude, my fucking mom, I wouldn't say I hate her, but the amount of time she's come into my life and the amount of time she's left, I can give a fuck less if she's here or not. Yeah. She doesn't put in the effort. She lives in Kermit right now. She don't put in the effort to talk to me, to come see me. She may message me once every 3 months. And I always hear like, well, why didn't you hit her up? Like, why the fuck should I hit her up? She ain't been there.
It's not your job. You're the kid.
She ain't been there my whole fucking life.
Let me tell you. That's the thing. It's not your job to be your parent's kid. No. It's your parents' job to be the kid's parent.
Yeah, see, I made a video one time, and God, it was a mother review. Some of my videos, this was the time I was really pissed at her, and I did that fucking mother review, and I was mad because she's like, hey, we'll come over, we'll have dinner. She's putting in an effort. And I sit here fucking like waiting for her to call me, waiting for her to come pick me up. For 3 fucking hours straight, I was sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. Nothing. I go home, go to bed, I get a text the next day. Hey, sorry, honey, I fell asleep. We can reschedule for today. And I was done at this point. I straight texted her. I was like, if I want my mother to cook me a meal, I'll hit up my Aunt Becca. Yeah. And she ain't even my real aunt. This is someone I just moved in with.
Oh, yeah. And that's the thing. Ask me how many moms, how many dads I have. I can give you an infinite fucking
we're
number.
Probably the same way.
You know what I mean? There's so many people who have been there as a father figure, mother figure. Is Tony one of them? Fuck no.
See, I'm the same way.
Caesar, I call him dad. I don't say stepdad. I don't say Caesar unless it's like somebody really needs to know who I'm talking about. Like, dad. No, that's my dad.
See, anybody
I don't know anybody
other
than him. He got shirts, and to this day wears my fucking high school football shirts, number 9, J. Will. He loves that shirt. Yeah. He was the one, let's get these made. Let's supported me. No, he worked. He paid for the shit, for the food, for the house, the bills. If I wanted to go somewhere and needed a little bit of extra money and didn't have it, thank you, Dad. And not Tony, Caesar. So Dom had always gave Tony chance after chance after chance after chance.
Well, Dom's just a nice guy.
Dom's Dom.
Dom's a forgiving guy.
Dom is. And so even up into his baby shower, he said Tony wasn't going. And so I'm like, thank fucking God, because I don't want to be around the motherfucker. And I'll be damned if this motherfucker, I'm walking outside to get his gift, and Tony walks up with Priscilla, who I also don't like. She's a dumb bitch. She fuck them all. Fuck them all. Except for Anthony, fuck them all. They're all fucking idiots. Anyways, past that point, they walk up, I'm like, oh fuck. And so I'm like, I thought you said they weren't coming. So last minute he decided, yeah, they're coming, whatever. And I don't know. He still sees them every now and then, like, and I'm like, why? What do you get?
Yeah, what's the point?
What do you get from it except for he's a leech. Yeah. If you have any happiness, he's going to try to feed off that shit because he don't have any.
See, luckily I can say my mother's not that way because I can hit her up like, hey, Mom, fucking bills ain't getting paid this month. I need some help. She'll help me. But as far as like a mother figure, she's not a mother figure.
The $100 I got from Tony, I cleaned out his shed. And I was going to a student council trip, and I needed money, and my mom couldn't.
And he said, clean my shed.
He said, I'll give you money, but you're going to work for it. Oh, I'm going to be a dad. I'm going to teach you something. Work ethic.
Too fucking late.
Fucking suck my cock, you piece of shit. God damn.
Dude, but I don't, it blows my mind. See, like, I've talked with Isaac and them and this before. Like, you know, I don't have a wife. I don't have a kid. I don't plan on having kids.
Right.
And people were like, well, why the fuck not, you know? And because I was like, I'm not going to be a good parent for one. I was like, I know I'm not going to be a good parent, at least at this point in my life.
Right.
And, you know, if everyone's like, oh, you know, you'd be a good dad, whatever else. I'm like, no, I fucking wouldn't. I know I wouldn't. So I am not going to put somebody through the shit that I don't think they need to go through.
Right.
At least I have the fucking, like, I think I'm a...
The decency.
Yeah,
like,
decency.
Look, I know,
yeah.
I'm just going to be honest.
On top of that, fucking me and Isaac got in an argument about this the other night. This world is fucking shit.
It is.
I do not want to bring...
I don't regret bringing my kid in, but I know that this world is shit, and it sucks that...
They got to grow up in it.
They have to grow up in something even worse than what I grew up in.
Yeah, and it gets worse every year, every generation.
Continue.
Yeah. And it's one of those things, like I said, I sat there and I was like, man, I think the world's going to end pretty fucking soon.
If it does, it does. And I'll tell you what, though, I love the hell out of my baby girl.
Oh, dude.
I never thought I would have...
I think it's crazy y'all had kids at, like, the same fucking
Dom copied me, bro.
Dom copied me.
Let me tell you, Dom, and let me tell you how pissed I am about this whole situation. I tell Dom, I bring him over to the apartment. We're hanging out. I'm living in Odessa at the time. She's in Arizona.
You need another one?
Yes. She's in Arizona at the time. I'm over in Odessa. I have an apartment. I'm working this job, landscaping. I'm a foreman. I'm getting paid pretty good or whatever. Anyway, Dom comes over. We're chilling. And I tell him, I'm like, hey, I'm having a baby. And he, you know, obviously, he thinks I'm fucking around. Like, why wouldn't you? Like, you're just gonna, like, come on now. Yeah. I'm like, I'm 23 or whatever. I'm like, Dom, I'm serious. You're gonna be an uncle. Like, and, you know, whatever. Tell him or whatever. 4 weeks later, I'll be damned if I don't get a call after he's already told Gabby, and he's calling me saying, hey, you're gonna be an uncle too, you know? Like, you know, I'm like, you fucking lying piece of sack of shit. First off, you couldn't even tell me first, you know? Like, Dom is he said it already, Dom's my only full sibling.
Yeah.
And the siblings that I care about and would do anything for, that doesn't matter a whole lot, because they are equal. Dom's my only full fucking sibling. Yeah. We've been through the same shit. We know, you know, we have different opinions about stuff and shit, but that's my dude. I go to war for him. I die for him. I mean, I'd die for any of my siblings, but that's my dude. So when he didn't tell me first, I was fucking pissed. I was like, this motherfucker. And I think at the time I was down in Arizona with my wife. It was crazy. It was crazy finding out that we were having a kid. We had been through a lot, just us as in a relationship, and even up until I would say 4 months ago. Mm-hmm. We were working. Relationships are work, and we were working hard. We were working overtime, and I'm glad to say now, 1 year in, like, we're firing on all cylinders.
Man, that's good to hear.
And we have an 8-month-old baby that is fucking beautiful, smart, strong. Jeez, she's the perfect, like, what you want in a baby, what you want for your baby.
Oh yeah.
She has it. Like, oh fuck, I love the hell out of my baby. I wouldn't want life any other way. Like, and I tell her, I was like, because I've told her before, I'm like, if we didn't have Christina, and I wouldn't be doing the job I'm doing now.
What are you doing now?
I'm working at Plains.
Okay. Oh, nice. That's a good company.
Yeah, making good money. Go to work at 7, get home at 3. You know, God willing that nothing fucks up. But it's a good job, and that's why I don't fuck around and do no bullshit, because I got a baby.
Oh, yeah,
but if I didn't,
you'd be fucking around.
if I didn't have a baby, I wouldn't have a house. I might have a car, and I might be just here and there. And who knows? You might see Jordan every now and then. Like,
see, that's what people find crazy. It's like, how do you live like you do? I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, you're almost 30 and you're living with your best friend? I'm like, fucking, we're both single. We don't have kids. What the fuck else can we ask for?
I could be fucking
we're living
almost
with
30
our best fucking friend right now.
In a van.
You know how much I pay a month for rent? $70 to $150.
That's...
Why would I go anywhere else?
Right?
The only thing I do nowadays, I try to take care of my grandma as much as possible. And as bad as it sounds, you know, the day she passes, the day I get the fuck out of here. She's the last person I have left, you know, family-wise.
Right.
And I plan on moving to Plainview.
What's in Plainview?
It's a small town, but it's big enough that they got good internet and shit to do. It's an hour between Amarillo and between Lubbock. I gotta have
shit
good internet
around you, but you're off to yourself.
But it's a small enough town. It's not 120,000 people like Odessa. It's 22,000 people.
Oh my god!
But there's so much to do there.
The only thing I like about Odessa is fucking Crunch Fitness. I love that place.
Which one is that one?
It's a new one.
It's not the one behind the mall, is it?
Behind the mall.
That's the Flex 24, ain't it?
Yeah. No, it's right there by the Starbucks coming in, right on 42nd.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
By Bell's.
Because when I was living with my mom, and I was still doing like the wrestling and all that stuff, the MMA and everything.
Yeah, it's just recently, like 1 year, 2 years.
Yeah. I was doing this, I was trying to find a gym. I went into that Flex, you know how expensive a Flex 24 is? $200 sign up fee. And then you got to pay a contract. And then it's like $120 a month. At the time, it was like $120 a month. I was like, what the fuck?
So when me and my friend were working at Ratliff and shit, and we were smoking weed heavily after work every day. And we get this membership, right? We have vape pens, like straight 99, percent THC pins, and I get high as fuck before we go to start this membership, and they wrote me into a fucking... They didn't wrote me. I said, I don't want a contract.
Yeah.
I said, I don't want a contract, but I didn't read anything. But I said, I don't want a fucking contract. I want it month to month. Well, they wrote me into this fucking
contract. I can tell you don't read contract because you signed a bunch of shit over to me.
Oh, yeah. Fuck it. Hopefully I signed everything over. No, but they fucking... I get a call like 6 months later. I've went like 2 or 3 times. And I'm like, I just need to cancel this shit. And they're like, you're in a contract. If you're going to cancel it, it's like $400 or $500. And I'm like, I'm going to tell you right now, you're not getting another fucking penny from me. I've been there 2 or 3 times. That's that. Like, I'm going to let you know. Give it to a debt collector, whatever.
You ain't paying.
Nobody's getting this fucking money from me.
Yeah.
Like, not a motherfucker.
See, that's what it's like the fucking Kermit Hospital, dude. I will never pay them a fucking dime.
My girl works there, bro, and we got a bill the other day from when she was pregnant. I was like, babe, you fucking work here.
I still get bills from
and
when
you got a bill from a bill collector at this point. Mind you, like, it's not even the hospital anymore. It's a bill collector because they done passed the shit off.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, you fucking work here.
I still get bills from when I had a heart attack and went there. And you know what the fucking did? I should have sued the fuck out of the Kermit Hospital. They came in. He's too young to be having these problems before they even hooked me up to any machine. And then the EKGs came back clear, but the chemicals in my heart were way the fuck off. I think our machines are messing up, so we're just going to send you to Odessa. Okay, whatever. I'm fucking not thinking about it. I'm like 23, whatever, The ambulance comes picking up 2 hours later. And the ambulance got there. They're like, oh, sorry it took so long. There was a big line at Derrick when we stopped and got lunch. And I was like, what the fuck you mean you stopped and got lunch? They're like, well, Kermit said it wasn't a priority. And, you know, Kermit's telling me, though, there's nothing wrong or whatever. I got to fucking Odessa. I guess all the paperwork had got over to Odessa Hospital by that time, all the chemicals and shit that was in my heart.
They're like, what the fuck?
Yanking me out of that fucking ambulance as fast as they can, hooking me to shit, talking to me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And the doctor, she's like, did you understand everything I just told you? I was like, no, what the fuck? Kermit said I was fine. They're like, no, you had a heart attack. You got to go into surgery tonight. I'm like, what the fuck?
So you had surgery?
Well, it was like a minor, it's called a stent. They were going to put a stent. They were going to put a stent. But they went through and they cleaned a little bit of stuff, and they're like, okay, he doesn't need a stent. We can pull everything out.
But that's still fucking.
But they still had to do the surgery.
That's still fucking crazy.
Yeah, and it never caught me till like 6 months later. I was like, man, I should have sued the fuck out of the Kermit Hospital.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And people were like, you still could. I was like, by the time I get a lawyer and all that, I was like,
now they done they sold to a private person.
Yeah, see, so it didn't even fucking matter. I don't know
if the lawsuit would go through now. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, the old people.
And then plus the hassle of it and everything. But dude, that
crazy. That's so fucking. Oh fuck yeah, we've went. We've went and been fucking sick as shit, and hours and hours of waiting. I went after I broke my ankle. This was one of the times they actually did help. It's the only time. I broke my ankle first night home from surgery, and the pain is unbearable. And I'm a person who can handle pain pretty fucking well. Unbearable. There's nothing I can do to explain it except for that I was fucking screaming in pain. And we go to the hospital, and I'm already on, I think they gave me, I want to say Tylenol 3.
Probably.
Maybe. And this is before it was like the opioid pandemic, blah, blah, blah. So they started me low, though. I go to the, no, psych. I was on Hydros. I go to the doctor, to the ER, and they give me, I kid you not, 5 different fucking shots of painkillers. And it just went up and up and up. In the dosage or whatever, and they go, we can't give him any more, and I'm still hurting.
Yeah.
And they're like, we can't give you any more than what you've already had. I'm like, so they take me home, right?
I was about to throw that away.
So they take me home, and I'm still fucking in pain, but whatever. Go back to the doctor, get some oxys. Mm-hmm. Well, if you've not taken oxys,
I've never had painkillers.
Oxys are
top notch, I hear.
I don't know. People might, if you like shit that puts you completely out of your fucking mind, but also makes you not able to shit, then they're for you. Because they will stop your fucking bowels up, and you'll be completely out of your mind, and that's all. So I probably had a month worth of oxys, and I took a week's worth. I quit taking everything after a week of fucking oxys, and I said fuck it, because I felt so just, the best way I can describe it is just disgusting. Mm-hmm. I felt bad. I did not, don't get me wrong, it was fun to be high as shit.
But everything.
I went to a football game on crutches with a broken ankle, and was the first one out of the tunnel running on crutches faster than anybody on the fucking football team.
See, I've never taken no painkillers. I hear people get addicted to those motherfuckers, though.
I don't get addicted to shit. I do not have an addictive... People, if you get addicted to stuff, it's because you have... There's an addictive gene that you...
Well, see, I used to feel this way. I've always been one of those, I could, okay, I'm not drinking sodas no more, putting them down. Smoke cigarettes for half a year. Okay, I'm done with cigarettes, put them down. This shit, alcohol was the first thing I ever found in my life that I can't put
stop.
Down. Yeah.
So I can smoke weed for a year, and I can stop on a dime.
Yeah. That's nice. Alcohol is the only fucking...
I can do coke for a fucking month straight, and I'll stop on a dime.
That was another one that just did never do shit for me.
You ever had sex on it?
No.
Because that'll be the best sex you've ever had in your life.
See, I heard X.
Maybe even X. I've never had sex on X.
Or sex on, I heard sex.
Ever had sex on X?
I heard sex on mushrooms is fucking crazy.
I heard that too. I've not had it on it.
Like people who've told me about it, they're like, it's like your body's molding into the other person.
But, so the only thing about sex with Coke is you're not gonna come.
Oh, well, I heard that thing about X.
You're gonna be going
like 4 or 5 hours straight.
4 or 5 hours, days, whatever.
I can still hear you. Keep talking.
But shit, yeah. No, I don't have an addictive personality. I can stop shit on a dime. Especially drinking. Drinking is literally my least favorite drug of them all. And alcohol is a drug. If anybody thinks it's not, you're fucking stupid.
See, drinking for me, I used to think I could put it down, but I think I just did it for so long that it got to the point that was the only addiction that ever actually, like,
took hold?
Stuck to me, you know?
Yeah. Alcohol is a fucking drug.
Oh,
and
100%.
It's so insane that alcohol can be legal in the United States, but fucking everything else that they have fucking
scoop by your head
is not legal. And I'm like, just weed, because weed is a drug that is not like you're not gonna get aggressive smoking weed.
Oh yeah, no.
You're not gonna there's no fucking the side effects are you're sleepy. You're sleepy, if that. Or you're just fucking happy, thank God, hey, having fun, good time, go on a hike, have some sex.
See, I wish they would make weed legal so I can actually give it a good, try.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, dude. It's so crazy, the stigma behind weed,
I think it's ridiculous. There's so many things, I feel like if it grows in a fucking plant, it shouldn't.
The problem with weed is it's tied to the black community.
It's beyond that. I think I've met more white fucking stoners.
Oh, yeah, but you don't know that. If you think weed, you're thinking a black drug dealer, a black person smoking it. Yeah, of course, now. Yeah, nowadays. It's so fucking spread out. Even honestly, because honestly, even the white fucking people know it's nothing. But, yeah. Just back to that. I don't have an addictive personality. I can stop drinking, smoking, anything on a dime.
See, that's crazy to me. I wish I could do that. Well, I say that, but fucking I've gotten to the point now, I don't think my drinking's a problem. Just due to the fact I go to work every day.
Yeah, and hey, if you can live your life doing what you do, however you do it, and you're not slacking on anything, you're not neglecting anything, then who am I to say that you're addicted or whatever? See, because I've always even if it is an addiction, it's an addiction that you have control of.
See, I always told myself, I was like, the day alcohol, if I takes over, the day I call into work because of alcohol is the day I realize I have a problem. And I've done that before because
I went to work drunk before, so who am I to say anything? But I wasn't addicted.
Yeah. See, there was a day at Ratliff. It was Devin Jenkins. It was Devin Jenkins' house. They were having the last party there. They were going to have there before they moved. And
didn't get invited to that either. I wasn't cool enough.
I went to that one, but I had work the next day. Yeah. But I was sitting there. I was like, man, this is the last time I'm ever going to party here. Right. This is going to be a fun time.
Their cool ass pool.
I was like, okay, I'll go tonight. I set an alarm for 7 the next day. I had set 20 alarms. I missed every fucking one of them. Did not go to work the next day. And that's when I was like, okay, I won't get drunk on a weekday again. And since then, I still hold up to that. I don't really drink during the week. People
was at Ratliff still?
Yeah, that was still Ratliff.
Yeah, at Ratliff, we used to fucking get 18s on the way in, on call, go back out, get another fucking 18 in a bag. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. And stay out all night, show up to the yard, sleep from 5 to 7, and then go back to fucking work because you don't have a fucking choice.
See, that's my thing. Like I said, I will never get drunk during a weekday again. I will drink a beer or two, Bloody Mary here and there, but I never get drunk on a weekday anymore. Right. Because of that moment, because I knew it affected my job.
Well, I was on call this weekend.
Yeah.
And I only got somebody to cover because my wife wants to go out for our anniversary tomorrow. Yeah. But I was gonna risk it if not for that. I was just gonna stay on call, cause usually nothing comes in.
Well, you thought you had the podcast and everything too?
No, I didn't care. I was still gonna come to the podcast and just not.
Yeah.
But the thing was, we're gonna be in Odessa all day tomorrow, so I'm like, well, I better get somebody to cover, because I for sure won't be able to go out if something fucks up.
Can you hand me that Sprite that's sitting over behind my boot?
And so, I care about work, dude, but I don't give a. I care about my family. I don't care about my job. I don't care about the people I work. These motherfuckers text like they're best friends and shit, and I'm like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't care about y'all. I know y'all not somebody like I need to know or nothing. Like, I didn't come here to make friends. I came here to get paid so I can take care of my baby girl.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm here for, is a check. A check.
See, I would say there's probably 1 or 2 people at my job that I actually like.
I like one person. It's the person covering me, because he is a solid dude. Like, I'll help him out. He'll help me out. He's solid. He teaches me. I don't know shit about the job I'm doing right now. He teaches me shit. And he's the only one. He's the only person teaching me. He's the only person helping me. He's there if I need him, and that's why I'm there if he needs me. Like, he's covering me this weekend. I'm gonna get his next one, and you know.
Oh yeah. And see, it's nice having employees like that. By the way, I gotta throw in a plug here. Got this beautiful fucking tumbler here made by Chaotic Creations. You can check them out on their Facebook page.
Sean Stout.
Yes, sir. Check that motherfucker. Dude,
that's dope.
Beautiful.
That's dope.
Try that drink too.
Which is open? Oh, I was like, it's open right there. That's good. What do you call that?
This is an adios motherfucker.
Adios motherfucker.
There's like 4.5 shots in this bitch.
Yeah, I saw you pouring it. That's nice.
But no, anymore with the way I've gotten with alcohol is, I don't want to say it's my personality. It's just it's become who I am.
Right. I mean,
and I enjoy it. But the thing is, like, people looked at me like Isaac and them. They're like, I don't know how the fuck you wake up in the morning and start fucking.
Well,
drinking.
I have friends who drink every weekend, and I'm like,
see, I'm a weekend.
I can't fucking do it. I would be miserable. Mm-hmm. Like, truly fucking miserable. Glass. I literally didn't drink for like a week and a half, then drank with my wife on our anniversary, like wine.
Yeah. Oh, fuck wine. Wine is the worst hangover you can ever have.
I love wine. I used to love wine. Then we drank it so much that I stopped, and then we had some for our anniversary. It was good, you know. And then like in my mind I was like, I'm done drinking, because I had a really, really long weekend, like 2 or 3 weekends ago. Yeah. Like, really long. And I was like, fuck this. I don't even like this shit. Like, so I was like, I'm done. I'm just going to get back into, like, if you've seen, I've got, like, way back into working out. Like,
oh, yeah. I've seen the Snapchats. I've seen the.
I got a Spartan race coming up, and I'm like, I'm about to get up to run. That? So it's an obstacle. It's cross country obstacle course style. Okay. You're fucking 20. I think we're doing a 3-mile one, so it's like 21 obstacle course, like obstacles. But I did a 8-mile one 6 months after I quit football with some football buddies, and that's 26 obstacles over 8 miles. No training. I did that.
Fuck that, dude.
It took me an hour and 30 minutes to run. It was intense. It was one of the funnest things I've ever done. I love that shit. I
think it was something I would love, but I'd definitely have to be working out.
Oh, and that's why I'm running a 3-mile one this time, and I'm like, I want to get up to running 5 miles with ease before October, so I can go run this shit, be just the fittest that I've ever been, and go run the shit, and I want to fucking win. I want to win this shit. Like, I at one point, I was like, whatever, I'm going to go do it, have fun. I got like 127th place in the 8-mile one. I want to fucking win.
Sometimes you got to have the mentality,
dude,
man.
I literally, I'm going with Eli. Eli's a fucking stud and a half. Like, he's an athlete.
He's too fucking natural of an athlete, man. It's crazy.
I want to smoke his ass. That I want to be everybody there. I don't want anybody to be close to me. Like, I want to fucking be running 5-6 miles a day with ease and then bust out a fucking workout and then still have energy. I want to kill every motherfucker there. I want to push myself past my limits. Like, I've never even reached my limits. When I was in high school, I worked out and I had so much more to give, and I just didn't. Like, I was above everybody else. I stood out already enough that my young self was happy, but I'm not happy anymore.
How much? What's your weight pushing now?
I'm 220 right now.
See, that's crazy.
I gained 40 pounds since Christina.
I feel like I was the same way I was with you. In high school, I was always 170, 180. I could never break that mold no matter what I did. Even out of high school, the first few years, I couldn't break that. And then one day, like I say one day, it fucking lasts like 3 fucking years when I hadn't been working out. Just all of a sudden, my fucking shoulders started fucking getting wider, and I started putting on like fat too.
Right.
And I was at 240.
I got 230. I was 230 a week ago. I dropped 10 pounds.
Yeah, I had to drop.
In the last week.
I dropped 20 pounds over the last year. I got to 240, and it was nothing but fat at that point.
Oh, I was eating a half a gallon of Bluebell every fucking
dude. I was
2 or 3 days,
and I hit 240, and I was stepping on the scale, and I was finally like, I'm at the weight I always wanted to be, but I'm not the fucking way I wanted.
I wanted 205, 210. And I shot the fuck up once we had Christina because I couldn't work out. I went to work 12 hours a day. I was working at a sand plant at the time, 12-hour shifts. And then when I was off, I was taking care of Christina and, you know, doing shit for her and Kaylee and whatever because Kaylee had a C-section. So it was tough. Like, there was work to be done. And it just wasn't me.
Yeah.
I wasn't me. And I got to 230. I have stretch marks. I never thought I could get fucking stretch marks.
They just creep up on you.
I have stretch marks on my hips.
Yeah.
I have stretch marks under my arm. And I was like, oh, it's just because I'm fucking big. It's not. I gained 40 fucking pounds in 2 to 3 months.
Whenever I went back to working for TxDOT is when I started cutting on all the weight. And man, I went from about 200 to 240, and I saw the 240. I'm like, man, I'm fat now. My gut was like,
dude. I was looking down and I was like, I don't like this. Yeah. I put a comparison up from when I was I'd probably say 190, 185 to where I am now at 220. Mm-hmm. I had definitive abs, like, and I was clearly smaller. Like, I've got bigger, like, as far as fat, but I also have got stronger. Like, I've worked out 2 to 3 days every week. Like, consistently, but I've also gained fat. Like, I was eating
I gained so much
gallons and gallons of ice cream, like, the last 6 months.
See, you know what's crazy to me? You know how we talked about it earlier when you and me arm wrestled at Riley's?
Right.
You've always benched more than I have. Guaranteed.
Back then I wasn't.
No, you were.
I was strong, but I wasn't.
You know how much I benched back in high school? A 45 on each side?
Okay, never mind. I think I probably graduated like 225-ish.
See, and that's what's crazy to me. I can't bench worth of shit, but you're like, hey, that thing's like 300 pounds. Pick it up. Okay. Pick it up. But I guess they call it, I get country strong. I can't fucking weight lift worth of shit. Yeah. I can't fucking press weights worth of shit. But
it's also form. It's also form. And I had shit form.
I would try best form, and dude, I cannot.
I didn't. I used to bench, and I would go down, and I would come all the way like up to my face,
and then up,
and then up. Now I bench 325 pounds without a fucking spotter, no fucking worries. Dude. Straight up, down, fucking throw that shit up.
See, and that's crazy to me. Like, I can't fucking lift worth of shit. And people
now, wait till you start working out. We'll get there.
We'll get there for sure. Cause it's like Dalton. You know, I used to look at Dalton. You know how small Dalton is. And Dalton used to look at me like I was crazy. I was like, oh, we're like the same size, Dalton, because he's like the same height as me. Like, we're like the same size.
You've never been the same size.
And
Dalton's
he's like, Dalton is like, Dalton, I was, you're fucking crazy. He's like, you got like 100 fucking. I was like, dude, we got.
Dalton's like a $120.
And I look at like my arms. I'm like, oh, these are small. I was like, Dalton, our arms are like the same size.
You know what? I've seen. I was just in a meeting the other day, and first off, like, fucking douchebag, dude. He's like, oh, I'm just wondering how much you bench. Like, I wonder if you bench more than him. Douchebag, like, who gives a fuck?
Oh, yeah, at this point in life.
But I'm like, this motherfucker had arms that looked like this, like fucking big. And I'm like, it's obvious who benches more. But I'm like, and that's the same with like how you're saying with Dalton. Like, it's obvious who's bigger. Like,
well, in my eyes, it wasn't. Every time I look at my,
but that's in my like. Yeah. If I look down and you're like, oh, you're fucking huge. I'm like, I'm gonna be honest. I look like what I looked like when I was 135. To me.
And you don't.
And I don't.
Yeah, your arms look huge.
I'm fucking.
Like, your arm right now looks double the size of my arm in my head.
In your head. And not the case. Your arm looks pretty similar to mine.
Like, when I look at this, I'm like, dude, that's
your
funny.
Forearms are huge.
See, I look at that and I'm like,
because I always thought my forearms were big, but looking at yours right now, yours are fucking huge.
I think that's tiny.
That's fucking crazy. Honestly, that's insane. Your forearms are fucking huge.
See, I look at like all
your forearms are as big as your fucking biceps.
I tell Dalton, I'm like, Dalton, we're like the same size, and he's like, we're fucking not.
No, and your forearms are fucking huge. Like, I just saw them. Like, I wasn't looking.
Yeah, it's just that. You know what the fucking crazy thing? The one muscle I've always like I've got big ass.
Your
fucking
dick.
No. Fucking my calves.
Yeah. My calves are pretty defined. They're not huge, but they're defined.
Mine are not defined, but I think they're fucking.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
Because you know why? Remember, I used to walk to fucking Kermit every day after fucking practice for my junior year.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I would get off of football practice.
Glass, do you know that we would have gave you a ride?
I was stubborn.
That's so crazy,
I was stubborn, and I would walk. It was.
But you were stubborn to yourself, but you're stubborn to some poor ass, don't have nothing family. That's crazy.
And it wasn't every day. Someday people would stop, and
but
like
that's still so
people
crazy.
That knew me.
Even one time is too many times.
Oh, dude, it's fucking an 8-mile walk, bro.
Yeah, one time is too many fucking times.
And I was doing that after football practice, after track and tennis practice. My cat, and that's why it was funny in the weight room. Arm day, I was with the receivers and running backs. Leg day, I was with the fucking linemen because I was
always with the linemen.
Dude.
Devin Jenkins and me were weightlifting group because
what was your power clean in high school?
That was clean. That was 265.
Dude, that was the one I excelled at.
265, and I got to 275 in college. I did not excel in college.
I was at like 285 in high school.
Oh, really?
On fucking power clean.
275
and I was
college.
Tiny.
Max. Dude. Literally, I did not get any stronger in college.
That was the only one in high school I was like, I love fucking power clean because I was good at it. And the people were like, what the fuck? He's tiny.
I maxed 275 on bench and 275 on power clean in college. I bench 325 right now. Oh. That's a 50-pound fucking game.
Man, we speak to poke about. You know who's fucking ridiculous at everything? Fucking Gabriel.
Is he?
Dude, we were power cleaning one day. And he came in there. It was after. We were fucking around just trying to see how much we could do. He came in there, put on like 320, and just boom, in fucking khakis and a fucking shirt and just like nothing.
Gabriel's a sleeper. That motherfucker was cold at basketball.
Dude. Oh, not even basketball, dude. I talked about this with I think.
In football, you talking about
football?
Oh,
dude, he was.
So I went in my freshman year, him a senior. They had me running practice team on the varsity, so all I knew was I ran practice team and scored on the fucking varsity.
Yeah.
So I was a hot shit. But watching Gabriel run, like, cause it was Gabriel, Steven Barrera, Justin Bennett, but Gabriel was a sleeper. Bennett, Steven Barrera, like, oh yeah, whatever.
They were a little bit faster.
I'll tell you what.
Gabriel had the fucking intelligence too. He was like, I'm juking this guy, I'm jumping this guy, I'm running this another 35 yards.
I had a little oop, just a sidestep. That's all I did ever, and I fucked people up with it. Like, they had no chance.
I still remember this one play. Gabriel ran like an 85-yard fucking like halfback toss.
Yeah.
And he was jumping over people.
I've never jumped a person.
He jumped like 2 people in that one
Always
play.
wanted to.
And then the first thing they do, okay, get Gabriel out of there, put in fucking Justin Bennett. Like, what the this motherfucker just ran 85 yards.
Like I was saying earlier, all my high school and all of college, I would run the long distances, and then they would put somebody else in and score the touchdown. Like, no offense to them, I was bigger, I was stronger.
Yeah.
I might not have been as quick,
but
I was better.
All I can think, they're thinking in their head, okay, he just ran 85 yards. He's tired.
Fuck that. I ain't tired. I'm ready to fucking...
I'm hyped.
Listen, in high school, I thought I'm a fucking football playing machine. I'm about to get whoever I want. You know, like high school, I'm like, I'm good at football. I'm getting the girl, like, whatever.
Yeah.
Nah, it didn't work that way. But also, I didn't get to score the touchdowns, so I wasn't getting ready for college. Nobody's looking at me. They're like, oh, this motherfucker ran a few yards. What else?
Oh, yeah.
What else?
The other thing with Gabriel, too, he's also the smartest, dumbest person I've ever met in my life. No, he's not even the smartest, dumbest person. He's the smartest, laziest motherfucker I've ever met in my life. I still put money on fucking this shit today. Gabriel was going to be a rich motherfucker one day if he would just fucking apply the shit.
Oh.
When he quit Ratliff, you know, he didn't work for like a year. And I asked him, I was like, what are you doing to like make money? He's like, oh, I've been trading like crypto, making like $10,000 a month, you know, cutting here and there. I'm like, what the fuck? And he was like, I started losing some money, so it's time to go back to work. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Damn. I can't get into it. You think he's lazy. I'm fucking lazy because I don't want to put the time into that. I want to win the lottery. Actually, I got 2 lottery tickets tonight, and once I win, we're all on the come up. Fuck that,
dude. I'm one of those people. Like I was like, if I ever like that 1.2 billion they had, I was like, if I win that, I'm calling everybody together. I'm not gonna tell nobody shit. I'm gonna call everybody together. Boom. Here's $1 million.
I told my barber today, bro. I said, listen, you know, when I win that shit, I'm coming in, I'm gonna get a haircut, and I'm gonna drop a bag of money, and I'm gonna send you the contract later, cause you're gonna be there when I need you to cut my hair. No fucking ifs, ands, or buts.
But you were there.
You're gonna be there. If I need you to fly somewhere, you're coming. Like,
bro, speaking of like millionaires and shit like that, I gotta ask your opinion, cause he's so talked about in the world right now. What's your opinion on that Andrew Tate guy?
Douchebag.
Really?
I don't like him.
You don't?
Cool that you have like this way with women. You got money. Let's be clear. If he didn't have money and he tried to act the way he acts,
100%.
Not only would he have caught multiple fucking cases by now, he would not be talked about. He has some money.
But what about some of the things he's talked about? Do you agree with anything he's talked about? As far as like the roles of men and women, how they are and how they should be.
Somewhat. I agree with the fact that like if you talk about like a woman cheating is different than a man.
Oh, it is.
Absolutely. I think it is. Do I think it's okay either way?
No, it's not okay either way.
No. But overall, I don't agree with.
See, I agree with a lot of the shit he says.
Maybe that's the
maybe
way
it's just because you're married and I'm single or whatever it is.
Well, I don't know.
Like I agree with the shit like he says.
What do you agree with? Like
men in the world have a role.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they excel at a lot of things better than women.
Yes.
But women have a role, and they excel at those things better than men. Right. I agree with that stuff. I agree with like, man, this is probably one of his more controversial ones. If I have a girlfriend and she's doing OnlyFans, I agree with the whole thing he said. If it's a serious relationship, I agree with the whole thing he said that, if she's making $10,000 a month, 5,000 of that's mine.
So
because that's my product she's selling.
So where that is if I'm in a serious relationship,
she ain't doing it.
My woman ain't showing her body to no fucking body.
This is where I'm like with him.
If we've agreed on that, it's
our money.
It's our money.
Yeah.
I'm not taking ownership of 5,000. I'm saying, look, we're together.
It's paying the bills. It's
we
buying
need our
food,
bills paid. We need bills. Yeah. We need a house.
See, I agree more with that.
Because I'm gonna tell you what, if I was a woman, I'd be a bad motherfucker.
I would be selling people
and
my asshole.
And I would sell my fucking pussy to the fucking highest bidder every fucking day.
Oh yeah.
Every day.
And then
I'm gonna have a fucking loose ass. I am dishing that shit out until I don't have to worry about taking care of myself. Yeah. I'm not working a fucking Starbucks bartender job.
Shit, yeah.
I'm a sexy ass bitch, and you pay me $10,000, $40,000 a fucking month, bitch. I ain't making that in a fucking. I'm making $50 a year. Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Fuck
100%.
you. I'm gonna sell my fucking body.
I agree with that 100%.
But at the same time, if I'm a woman and I'm selling my body and I want a nigga to be loyal to me,
yeah.
Well, he don't have to work either because I'm making bukus of fucking money for showing my fucking little pussy, and.
But see, this is where some of his other things that I agree on is like, for instance, you know, women think, I've watched a lot of interviews and they're like, oh, women are the prize in the relationship. The man ain't shit. They're just a wallet. And he talks about like women sit there and say they're like, oh, we have loneliness. But one of his things that I agree with, he's like, women don't have true loneliness. Women will have, whether they're a fucking 4 and they're fat, they will have 20 people in their DMs.
Somebody's gonna fuck them.
So somebody's in their DMs. And he's like, men know true loneliness. If you're an average Joe Schmo
I'm a
guy,
6, 7, and
and
if
like,
I didn't have my wife, I'm having to go out and find somebody. Like,
and they
ain't dropping in my DMs.
He sit there and said that if you're an average Joe Schmo, you're not rich. You can send out 1,000 DMs, you won't get one reply. Men know true loneliness in that regard.
Oh, for sure.
Or
what you gonna tell your niggas? Like, hey, nobody wants to hit me back.
Yeah. See, these are the things I agree with. He says.
I agree. To a certain extent. As far as him being like he's a true like
he's a true
he's
douchebag.
A fucking
he is
douche.
A douchebag.
If he didn't have money, he would not ever talk the way he is.
Yeah,
he's take his money away. All he is a guy who kickboxed that nobody fucking knew about before he started spouting bullshit.
Well, he was a 2-time champion.
Who fucking 2-time champion fucking where? Who knew?
Yeah, I agree.
Knew?
I agree with you. I never heard about the man before he started
a month or two ago.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
I agree with you, but
how many 2-time champs in kickboxing have there been?
I don't even know any.
Exactly, but who knows and who cares?
Yeah,
that's the point. Who fucking cares?
I agree with you.
He
in
was
those
nobody before.
But I think he does have some good points that he is putting out. And like from aspects of like
some solid points, but some of his points are absolutely misogynistic.
But here's the thing: I think he's doing that because he knows it's the attention.
Literally,
like I think he is truly smart in the way he advertises.
Oh no, he pays people to repost his fucking videos. He's smart. He's making more money.
What is it? The Hustlers University.
It doesn't take away from the fact that he's just a straight fucking douche.
He's a douche, but he's smart.
He has some ideas, and he has one good idea. Repost my shit, and I'm gonna make more money, and I'm gonna give you cut of it.
I'm gonna give you.
That's fucking great. Good for you. Not all of his shit is sound.
Oh no, 100%. I agree with you on that. I agree with you 100%.
Would I fucking buy into his hustlers? Fucking fuck
I ain't paying for that.
First off, I ain't a fucking faggot. I ain't trying to hustle nobody. I got what I need. I got a family, and you know, if that's you, if you're a hustler, good for you. I ain't saying you're a faggot, but if you need somebody to help you pick up a woman, you're a douche in your own. Yeah, like
I agree with that.
Yeah, come on now, and. Yeah, he's rich. Women think he's good looking.
I'm fucking pissed again. I broke goddamn steel.
No, but I don't. I'm not for him. I don't support him. Andrew Tate. Maybe he could probably kick my ass, honestly, but I wouldn't ever support him. I'm not gonna wear an Andrew Tate shirt or those ugly ass sunglasses.
I wouldn't wear a shirt of his. I would say I definitely do watch his shit and I enjoy his shit.
I watch his shit by accident. I see it on TikTok.
Oh yeah, so you can't avoid it.
Yeah, and just like I can't avoid those fucking women on TikTok.
See, that's one thing I hate too. You know,
they need to shut that shit down. I'm there for the comedy of it, dude.
I'm there for the funny videos.
Go look at how much comedians I follow on that shit, and then look at how much women. And why am I seeing more women than comedians? That's some bullshit.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there, but you know, you can't avoid. Like I said, I would say I'm a fan. No, I'm still good on this. I'm a fan of them.
I'm not,
but I can definitely see where you're coming from.
I'm not a fan. And that's just me. I mean, to each their own. I'm not a fan because I don't feel the same way as him. To me, women, men, they each have their own shit, but equality is the true thing. Like, I'm not saying like you're not. No fucking WNBA player is ever gonna be an NBA player. Like that's. Equal does not mean equal.
And when it comes to the right shit nowadays, I'm on the 100% side. I think women have more rights than men nowadays. And then they're asking for more.
I think women can falsely accuse somebody of something and not get in trouble.
Child custody and all that stuff, I feel women have way
absolutely.
more.
America's fucked, though.
Oh, America's
the most fucked place I've ever lived.
I love America, but I 100% agree with you.
I love the freedoms that I'm able to... Let's call it abuse, because there's other places that I wouldn't have these freedoms that I have, But I don't love that I was born to a place and I have to just fucking bow down to their rules.
100. I agree with that one. Like, bow down into America? No. Do I believe America has the most freedoms out of any country? Yeah.
America's good and America's fucking trash.
Oh, 100%.
So, on that, like how you talked about going to the Army, I've thought about going to the Army myself, to the Marines, not the Army, like, per se.
Yeah, I would do Marine. I tried Marines once. They told me they couldn't take me because of my tattoos.
I was going to go before I got back with Kaylee, and then we were pregnant, and there's no way in hell I would go now.
Oh, yeah.
If I was going to go, the reason I was going to go is because I had no clue what the fuck I was going to do with my life, and working out and just being
making
a fucking
money
beast
at the same time, yeah,
was a fucking thing for me. And
best,
so I was like,
yeah.
well, fucking Marines, right?
That's
like,
the best option in that course.
Right. And so that was where
you
my
come
head
back,
was at.
you get a free college.
Yeah. And so that's where my head was at. But no, I'm not an Andrew Tate follower. I'm not an American fucking loyalist. It's all bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not a...
Oh. Whew. Yeah.
You know those are 20%?
Well, 20% getting fucked up.
No, I love America. I definitely think America is the greatest country on the world.
But who knows? There's some places that offer fucking healthcare for free. That's a good fucking place.
I agree with that stuff.
That's a good fucking
I think
place.
America falls short of healthcare. I think America falls short
of a California is a fucking hobo community.
California is the worst state.
We have veterans.
In America.
Look, we have people fighting for our fucking freedom. Our freedoms.
America falls short in helping veterans. 100%.
And they're what? They're fucking psycho now. They're fucked
living
up.
On the streets
they're living in the
they can't
streets.
Get no help. Yeah, I agree with you
Motherfuckers
there.
should come back and be fucking gods.
Yeah, I agree. I 100%
among men,
agree
like
with that.
fucking, they should be the LeBrons of the world.
I 100% agree. A soldier should get paid more than a football player on a field.
A soldier should be fucking not worried about a damn thing.
Yeah, they should come home and be able to live a life, whatever the fuck they want to do. I agree with that 100%. But as far as like, this is gonna be a sensitive subject. As far as like people, I'm gonna say not people, the fucking full-on leftists. Saying America is the most racist country, the most oppressive country.
I've never been anywhere else, but I don't think, as far as oppressive, no. As far as racist, no. Look, what am I?
He's white.
I'm black. Motherfucker looks at me, I'm black, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm colored.
Yeah.
I'm gonna still get a job.
Yeah.
I'm treated with respect. The people who are not, it's few and far between.
There are definitely racists in America,
and it's few and far between.
There's countries that kill you just because you're a different race.
Yeah, right.
You know,
there's countries that kill you because you show too much face.
There's countries that kill you because you drink alcohol.
Yeah, smoke weed. You can't smoke weed in Italy. That's why I'm not moving there. I did smoke weed in Italy, but that's another fucking story.
See, and I brought this up with Dom, and I think it got almost to a heated debate. BLM.
Black Lives Matter. Oh, well, let's talk about it, because you were talking about saying the N-word, and I remember, okay. Don't care. Don't care. Say E-R-A, I don't care.
See, and Dom was kind of on the same path. I feel it's definitely a contextual thing. Personally, I'm not just...
I have white friends, Mexican, black, they all say nigga. Nigga has now been buddy, friend, my nigga.
And that's how I look
and
at
if you're saying ER, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to offend anybody. I would say it outside of this. I don't care. It's if you give it power, then it's going to mean something. It's a fucking word. Grow the fuck up.
And I get it. Like, say, like, you know, if you come up to your friend, hey, what's going on, my, you know.
What's up, my nigga?
Yeah. And they understand it. As long as there's an understanding between you and the person you're saying it to, that's fine.
Right, but if you're doing it like a tacky, be a piece of shit.
Yeah. Like, I'm not going to go up to a stranger and say it.
Yeah.
You never know how they're going to react.
Because they might think that they're entitled to fucking land and money because their great fucking grandpa was the same.
Fucking
You're not,
bullshit.
bitch. You didn't go through shit.
Exactly.
You did not go through a damn
And that's
fucking
where
thing.
me and Dom were kind of getting on the opposites. Like, I think the idea behind BLM was a good idea. The way it was executed and has been executed this day, it's just another money grab corporation that want money.
I think cops I think there's some racist fucking cops.
Oh, definitely.
Like, I think there's some racist fucking individuals that aren't cops, that don't have the cop power. I think get them the fuck out.
Oh, exactly.
I don't think that every cop's racist. I don't think every cop's out to fucking get you. I don't think that
every white man's out to get you.
Every white man hates the black man.
No.
No, fucking, that's stupid as shit.
It's dumb
and that's why we're divided. And honestly, like, fuck, you get enough people fucking thinking the same way, then them outliers, they're gonna really fucking show. And then it's gonna be way easier to fucking put them. But if you're saying, oh, the white person, and you're a black guy, still classifying them as the white guy, you're just as fucking racist.
Yeah.
You're separating a fucking person from yourself and saying just because you're white, you're a racist. No, you're a fucking racist for thinking that way.
Yeah.
I've met
never understood that.
Number of white people, a fucking number, that first off, the women are way into black guys, and the guys, they just want to be black. The black guy is cool. Most of the,
Yeah.
Like in vice versa or whatever the fuck. I would like some white hair. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like, fucking, it's stupid. It's
crazy
stupid
nowadays, man.
It's so stupid.
Really
My best friend is fucking Italian and fucking black. My other best friend's Mexican. I got a best friend that's Hawaiian. I got a lot of best fucking friends, okay? But the thing is, I got a plethora of fucking friends that aren't fucking black. You know what I mean?
And that's what I love about growing up in this area too, because it's such a plethora.
Well, I'll say growing up in this area, they were fucking racist.
Oh, there ain't no doubt.
Wink is a racist. Wink was a racist fucking town. Thank God I was good at sports, because I would have fucking slid under the fucking
rug.
Where
it comes back with Kermit was racist as fuck towards white people.
What? I heard you say that. Yeah. That's crazy. And you know what? I thought about it. There is a lot of fucking Mexicans in Kermit. That's true.
And the white ones were always picked on. Like, it's crazy the way the dynamic.
Never would have thought that.
It depends on where you're at.
But you know what? The black guys were not picked on.
Yeah.
But I also was like, oh, it's because I'm black. All through school, it was like, it's because I'm black.
And
like, I'm half fucking white.
You gotta be able to laugh about this shit too. I mean, it's fucking like I have a buddy, Bryant Williams. Don't know him, dude. I think I talked about this on Dom's. Every time we go to a party, Bryant went, hey, can I put on some music? Yeah, go ahead, Bryant. And we'd all look at him. Hey, know that Nick?
I heard it.
We
talked about it
every time. And he would always laugh about it. And we joked about it. And that's why we joked about it, because we knew he was a good sport about it.
Right.
But we never hard-R'd it. We never meant it out of context.
Fucking hard R it. Fucking. But dude, you know, if you're really gonna let a word offend you. Yeah. Then fuck, you're the most fucking pussy of the motherfuckers.
But you know what I mean? Like, we never said it in a way because
that was offensive. You're not offensive. You're not trying to hurt somebody, hurt somebody's feelings or nothing. Yeah. You're just, we're friends. We understand.
See, and I actually wanted to talk about this because I was going to ask you, like,
no, because how Dom talked about, like,
Dom was like,
my grandma has said nigger, like, my grandma, my uncles, and I'm like, when they say it, I'm like, oh,
it makes you stop. But,
but I'm like, fucking, I don't hate you. Like, I don't care.
And then, like, but the way some people look at it, even when you singing a song, like,
oh, you can't sing that part. You're white, Glass.
You know, like,
no, I don't care. If these guys want your money for listening to their music, then you can sing their fucking song.
See, and there's way
they can suck my fucking cock. Like, they ain't that fucking.
There's way you can make it offensive. Like, I'm sitting here singing a song. Like, say you and me were sitting to listen to a song. I'm sitting there and I sing it, and then I look at you, wait to see your reaction. Yeah, obviously I'm trying to get a reaction out of you, trying to see. But if I'm just going along, I say it and I keep going, and nobody blinks a fucking eye.
No, fuck that bullshit. If you give power to a word, fuck you. If you're somebody who can get mad over somebody saying a word, fuck you, because that's pussy shit.
Yeah.
That's you trying to start a problem.
That's the best way to eliminate the power right there.
Exactly. You want people to stop being racist. You want people to stop this shit.
Normalize.
Let somebody else say nigga to you, and you say, "What's up, my nigga?"
Normalize it.
What's up,
if you normalize
what's up, my nigga? Talking to a Karen. What's up, my nigga? Hey, like fucking like dab me up. What's up, my nigga?
If you normalize it, then it's not racist anymore.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You literally can take the power from something, but instead you give it more power and you heat a fucking confrontation that had to be nothing. That could have been nothing because you could have took every fucking match, every fucking fuse away from it. Yeah. And it doesn't set off. It doesn't do nothing.
You take a stick of dynamite and throw it at somebody without a fuse in it, it ain't gonna do nothing.
You take a stick of dynamite and throw it in water, and what is it? Trash.
If you don't light the fuse, it ain't gonna do shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like, hey, catch this.
Yeah. It's like I know people that would come into this room right now and be pissed at that fucking flag.
Trump's doing better than Biden. I ain't mad.
Oh man. I would take those 4 years on Trump than the 4 years we got fucking right now.
Trump was racist. I truly believe it. But he did better for America than fucking Biden.
I don't think he was right. I think he had some racist tendencies.
I think racist tendencies are racist. If you are accidentally racist every now and then, you're a racist fuck. But at the same time, I do think that I wasn't paying $4.50 a fucking gallon of gas. Give a fuck about your racistness. Talking about that, let's talk about presidents. We got, I don't know if you heard, Brittany Griner, NBA or WNBA.
I've heard the name, but I've no clue.
So she had a fucking hash oil, right? Weed. Going through an airport. Hey, can you go?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Can you go through an airport with fucking weed?
No. That's common fucking sense.
So they're trying to. So also there was a Marine that is also in prison in Russia or wherever the fuck she is. So apparently now we're trying to get this motherfucking Marine and the WNBA player out. But thank God that Brittany Griner got caught with fucking weed because he might have never got out. We'd have never heard of him, never heard of that shit. See, this bitch is fucking got weed. You know it's illegal. You know you can't do it. Don't fucking do it.
You're in a foreign country where it's practically at a war.
Come the fuck on. But now we got this whole fucking country, all the NBA, WNBA players. I support Brittany Griner for breaking a fucking different country's law. And you got the whole fucking country about to go to fucking war over this one stupid bitch.
See, here's the thing. If she broke that law in any other country but Russia right now, she would have broke that law in Italy, like you said. We would never bat an eye, would never said a thing.
No, but we're in tensions. There's tensions.
Yeah.
But the thing is, somebody, a big name, I fucking shared it on Facebook, just got fucking caught at an airport with weed. And guess what?
Nothing.
Arrested.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, nobody's talking about it.
No, but we're trying to get this woman who did the same shit free. Mm-hmm. Are we going to put her in jail over here? No. We're going to get her free and let her go back to her life. But we're still arresting people for weed in the United States? How fucking dumb can we be as a country?
Yeah. And I talked about this with somebody. I can't remember the fuck who. That dude in fucking Colorado who had the CDL, who fucking killed those 6 people with his truck failed? Because his brakes failed.
Yeah.
He knew his brakes.
It got like 10 fucking years or life or something.
It was 110 and they dropped it to 10.
Yeah. And crazy.
He knew his brakes were bad. It was record that he's checked his brakes, reported the brakes were bad.
That's bad. I didn't know that.
And he still drove the fucking truck.
That's bad.
You know what you do? Oh, hey, we're going to fire you if you don't drive the truck. Okay, I'm going to sue your ass. That's how that comes down.
Yeah.
I guarantee.
Oh, they were going to fire him.
If he wasn't Mexican, if he was white, nobody would have blinked an eye. Oh, he deserved that time. That's what it comes down to.
True. He did. I mean, I didn't know he knew his brakes were bad.
There were reports because you have to.
That's bad. That's bad.
As a CDL driver,
and if you don't know the whole information, you don't ever.
See, I'm a CDL driver. As a CDL driver, you check. You have to. It's the law. You have to check your truck every single time before you drive it. And then on top of that, there were multiple runaway ramps that he went by. Because the runaway ramps, the law in Colorado,
Is it good still?
Yeah, it looks good still.
I keep feeling it, and I'm like, I forget it. Like, I know it's there, but I feel it, and I literally go right to it, and I'm like.
But the law is, if you take a runaway ramp, you lose your license automatically.
Oh yeah, for
because you took the runaway ramp. But you can get it back. But the thing was, he prioritized his license over those people's lives and chose not to take the runaway ramp.
No, he should have been in jail.
And he killed those people instead. He killed 6 people, injured more.
So I would say that's murder. Then if you neglect your job, your duties, then that's murder. And in what I saw and what I read, his brakes failed They just failed.
Yeah,
like
no, it wasn't
like
just they
blah,
failed.
Blah blah. They just failed,
No.
and blah,
It wasn't
nothing
just
he could have
that,
done. Like he just did what he had to do. So that's bullshit. Like, yeah, fuck 10 years.
See,
fucking.
and then there was another dude in Texas.
But I also don't agree with prison. Well, I'm gonna say prison is fucking torture.
Well, I say 6 people dead. Fucking, that's a lot. I'm
six
one of those.
people dead
That's a death sentence, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't agree with prison because it's torture and it's also taking away from people's money.
Well, it takes away people's money, and the American
It's literally
the
torture.
American prison system does not
You can't
rehabilitate nobody.
You can't get out of prison
No.
and be good.
No.
Prison is torture.
I agree with you on that.
I've been to jail.
Yeah.
I've been to jail, and that shit's bad. They got you
100%
up
agree
in
with
there
you.
and
there's no
on
real
cement.
rehabilitation. If
They
you
got
come
you
out,
up-
you're just as bad as you are, or you have a bad mentality.
I went to jail. They got you up in there on fucking cement that's like 50 degrees.
Yeah.
It's cold. It's torture.
I agree with you on that.
It's torture. I
But
don't
what I
do
was
that
going to say
shit.
was there was a dude in Texas. Guess what? His brakes failed. You know what he did? He called the fucking police department and said, "Hey, my brakes have failed. I can't slow down. My accelerator is stuck. Give this message to the people I know." And then he chose to hit the side of a fucking bridge
And
so he
go
wouldn't
off.
hit nobody else. And he killed himself. I'm talking, it was a flat bridge.
Yeah.
I'm talking, he hit the side of that, instant
And died.
death, killed himself, killed his dog, looked at as a hero. Then you got this dude who's looked at as a fucking martyr because he got 110 years in jail. Dude, that story still pisses me the fuck
bad.
off.
That's bad, but that's the thing. Knowing the information, and the problem is,
And
in
the thing is,
America,
people
you
don't
don't
wanna
get
spread
the
that
fucking
information.
story.
Yeah.
You don't get the story.
No, you don't.
You get what they want to show you.
You get,
because
oh, this guy.
This is what's
poor
gonna
guy
make
was
me
jailed.
famous
Yeah.
for reporting this. Because,
Yeah, this poor guy was jailed for 110 years when it's something.
Yeah,
wasn't
but
his fault.
that go back to race because he was Mexican, and
I think he was Cuban.
They're
but
racist,
still, yeah.
and then this is why because he's colored. And he fucking fucked up.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I think the justice isn't wrong because they
Oh,
charged.
justice system's fucked.
Yeah. They charged him on like this crime, this crime, this crime, this crime, this crime, this crime. Is why it equaled 110 years. In my mind as a judge, 6 people dead because you were faulty, death sentence, or life in prison. Your choice. That's how I would look at it. Do you want to live 80 years in jail, or do you want to die?
I think any amount of time in prison is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I think people who get life in prison should get a choice. Do you want life in prison or do you want a death sentence?
I think life in prison. I think 10 years in prison is insane.
Yeah. If someone if someone looked at me and a judge sit there and said, "Hey, you're getting 25 plus," I would look at them dead in the eye, give me the death sentence, kill me, put me out of my misery, end it now, get it over with. I don't want to go through all that. There's no point in going through all of it.
No, but I don't think we should, as humans, as people ourselves, have the right to kill people just because.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Give them the choice.
I think send them to a fucking island, and
Where they all just live on their own and whatever the fuck happens.
And if they kill themselves, if they kill each other, that's
on
fine.
them, yeah.
And
That's
if they
not
can
our
get
business.
off and they make it back to society, they won't.
Here's another thing.
They won't.
Here's
but-
another thing. This one's fucking super important in my life, or the way I always thought about it. Straight up pedophiles, shot in the head, done, put them out of them. Don't even fucking give them a chance.
Yeah.
Anybody who
there's
would
obviously people you should kill. People who kill other people purposely, go out of their
just
way,
straight up
kill them.
straight up murderers.
But the thing is, don't. But that's my thing. I can't. In my mind, say I'm gonna kill you and I'm a better person than you, but it's because
that.
you did a bad thing that I killed you.
But
Because
like,
I just am okay with killing you. That's who am I?
oh, see, and this is where my mind differs. I'm
That's
like,
what-
if somebody came up to me like, this guy raped a 5-year-old girl, I'll put the fucking bullet in his goddamn
If I
head.
saw him rape a 5-year-old girl,
No, like there's
or if
no.
I like came up and saw,
there's no
I can't just
undisputable proof that this guy did it. I'd put the bullet in his fucking head. I will do it gladly.
I think probably like if it was like he's still free. If he wasn't like free, if like we had him like
I don't care about free. I don't think he deserves jail time.
No. That's where I'm saying send him to an island with the rest of the fucking criminals. Let them fend for themselves.
Most of them end up.
There's
killing
a
pedophiles,
snake
yeah.
island.
Oh yeah,
with
Snake Island.
venomous fucking
You know there's
snakes.
Spider Island too, right?
Well, fucking, hey, pick your choice. You want snakes or you want spiders?
Yeah.
Have a blast. If
Yeah.
you live. You're probably gonna die. And
Yeah.
if you don't die on the island, you're gonna die trying to get off the fucking island. But don't kill him. Don't fucking
See,
kill him.
I think pedophiles instantly
I don't think you should.
deserve a bullet
I don't
in the
think
head.
any person who thinks that, like, first off, believes in God. Like, I'm not. I renounce that. I'm past that.
I'm not a believer.
I believe there's something, maybe.
I think you and me are on the same probably point. I think I talked about this about Dom. I believe there's a higher power.
I think there's something.
But
actually, fuck that. If there's something, fuck that something. Look, I went to church and I believed and I did that shit.
Oh yeah, I agree with you.
I heard my pastor say that motherfuckers can't be gay and this and that. And if I have a God, if I believe in a God that says a motherfucker can't live his fucking life on earth, then I don't believe in him. I'm sorry.
My view is I think there's a higher power out there. I think parts, not everything, definitely not everything.
I think Christianity is about having a full group, a full human society. Yeah. Just realizing, like, look, there's a right way to fucking live among everybody, and there's a wrong way. And this is Christianity is the right way. But I don't believe that all of Christianity is the right way. I literally, within this past year...
If you go off of full Christianity, you can't wear certain clothes, you can't eat certain food,
within this past year, we took Christina to church twice.
Mm-hmm.
And then they started talking about being gay and shit, and you shouldn't be at this church and stuff. And I stopped going to this church.
Oh, I would fucking stop. I've had gay friends.
Y'all know me. I'm the farthest from gay.
Yeah.
Don't tell a motherfucker
what he can and can't do.
Who the fuck he can fuck.
You know,
if he wants to fuck somebody of the same sex, or if she wants to fucking lick some vagina, then that's her business. That ain't God's business. Or
I agree with you 100%. Like I said, I believe there's a higher power. I think parts of the Bible are true, but I definitely
think parts of the Bible hold.
I think parts of it.
I think they hold true.
You know, I think there's too many undisputable facts if you look across, like, no. Like,
nobody parted a fucking sea.
No.
God damn.
What I'm talking about is, like, if you look across all religions and across science itself, there's too many undisputable facts. There was a flood. Noah did.
I agree.
Or maybe not Noah, but
the
somebody
shit's about
built
to catch
a fucking
on fire.
ark.
I'm gonna be honest. The world's gonna fucking burn. Yeah. We're done. We're done.
I fully believe.
Hopefully we died before, but
I don't think God or whoever the higher power,
motherfucker built the world in 7 days, but there's 7 million other galaxies.
I don't think they care if we have tattoos. I don't think they care who we fuck. I fully believe
they do fuck them, you're a really fucking, you're a big piece of shit. I'm gonna be honest.
I fully believe as long as you're a good person and you're just not a fucking piece of shit human, I think you're going to heaven.
You know,
as long as you're not a murderer, a rapist,
you know, to
a
be honest, I don't even like the idea of heaven. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't either.
I'm gonna be honest. If I come to this world thinking this is where the fuck I have to do good,
and I have to
then
follow
I'm like, oh shit,
yeah.
never mind. I have to do good because I got another fucking world. Fuck that. Tell me, show me proof of what happens after I fucking die, and I'll act right. And if you can't do that, then suck my fucking cock, and I'm gonna do me.
We talked a little bit about music earlier.
I listen to Christian music.
I listen to all
I actually stopped listening.
I listen to a lot of shit.
I skip it now, but it's still on my playlist.
You listen to Hobson?
Hopsin. Hopsin, is that what it is?
It's Hobson.
Yeah, I do.
Have you heard his Ill Mind 7?
No.
He talks about, it's about a whole religious thing. He talks about how he came to God, he came to Christianity, but then he hopped off of it after reading a bunch of views and analyzing some shit, and people condemned him for it and say, oh, you hopped to Christianity and you fell off.
So I got literally baptized.
Yeah. I got baptized.
In the last 3 to 4 years, I got baptized and went from baptized, the church here in Wink, Chris, fucking goofball of a motherfucker.
Never have been in a long time.
Don't go. Fucking don't go to First Baptist Wink. He's a goof. Went from him to Mid-Cities, Odessa.
Keep talking.
Mid-Cities in Odessa. Good church. They do a lot of community stuff. They're for the community.
Yeah.
But if you have any self
doubt,
idea, anything, if you believe in yourself or like your self-worth or anybody that's around you, they can't be fucking gay, they can't be lesbian, you can't doubt yourself at all. And if you do, hey, they'll help you out. They'll help you find Christ and find straightness. And
but here's the thing, they'll help you find
but that
the
ain't
shit
real.
they
That
want
ain't
you to
humanity. I'm for humanity. I'm for helping people. I'm for community. I'm not for this is one way you have to live, and that's the only way.
See, and that's where that Hobson guy, his song Yo Mind 7, he talks about one of his lines that always hits me. He's like, what is it? I'm not going to put my own pleasure aside for an afterlife that ain't even guaranteed.
Right. And
he's
that's
like,
true.
And he comes up in the song, he's like, show yourself.
If you, show yourself, you really are a person, you're almighty, fucking prove to me.
Yeah.
Prove
he says to it, he's like,
not a dream, not a vision.
Yeah, he says,
fucking
I don't
come down in front of 8 billion people.
Fucking animal talking from trees, talking about
no fucking burning fucking cactus.
He says, come talk to me yourself. Put my own doubts aside and then, show yourself that you're real, and I will put my fucking own pleasures aside.
All you got is a book written from some...
Yeah, he says he'll put his own pleasures aside. I'll fucking hang with a group of nuns instead of a group of bitches if you would just fucking show me.
I won't even jack off no more.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Like, fucking
come on now. Hey, I get a whole lifetime of it. What do I need it now for?
Yeah. Oh, man, like... Religion, like I said, always one of those. I believe there's something out there, but I just feel like if it was the Bible,
I believe that there was something. I used to.
I feel like
I kept getting information from the church, from
there's too many fucking sources,
outside sources, and then I just drew my own conclusions. I decided for myself.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna pray to a fucking God who is. He's a fucking dick.
Yeah.
If that's my God, my dog can...
Oh, yeah. Like I said, you said the baptized thing. I got baptized in Wink.
Yeah.
Less than a year later, my dad died.
Yeah.
Why the fuck am I going to believe in something like
that?
Oh,
it was a test, Glass.
Oh,
nah, fuck your test. Your test could suck my cock.
That ain't no fucking test.
I'm telling you, dude. That's what I'm saying. I don't do it. I don't... That's... My mom literally tries to get us to go back to church, right? Because we were going consistently. My wife, me, my sister, my mom, my dad... driving 60 miles to a church that we believed in. And then they started preaching about, you can't be gay, you can't, this and that. And I'm like, that's your opinion.
The most judgmental people on the planet are religious people.
You're right. That's why Dom never went to church. Ask him. Dom never went to church because he felt like he was getting more judged at church than he was in everyday life. And, I mean, I'm with him. I don't think when I go to church that I'm getting judged, but that's because I'm a pretty-ass nigga. And who's going to judge a pretty-ass nigga? Like I said, white girls like me, colored women, whatever. Anyways, though, no, dude, church is
shit.
Let me tell you, the church I went to is fucking nice. How many people are they helping? Probably a lot. How many people could they help if it wasn't as nice as it was?
More, yeah.
If they weren't doing
how much is that pastor's house worth?
Oh, fuck, dude. How much is a fucking little daycare center worth? You could have that daycare center without the playground and shit. Let's be honest. Like,
well, it's like you said, the judgment. Imagine me walking into church, all these tattoos on the hands, the neck, and shit.
You mean you're not going to wear a long sleeve collared shirt?
Fuck no. Imagine me going to this Kermit Wing this Wing Church now. Back in the day, I used to go to it when it was who used to run it before?
Oh, you're talking about the pastor that embezzled money, Brother Ray.
Brother Ray and all them, yep. And his son, all them. I remember all them. I like those guys. Great people, I thought. But imagine me going into that church now, nobody knowing me. People, I guarantee the second I walked in, half the room would be staring at me like, who's this tattooed motherfucker coming up in here? Guaranteed.
Oh, for sure. For sure. They're not going to say nothing, but they're going to...
Oh, they're going to think it. They're going to whisper to each other like, why is he even in here?
Hey, your family, though, Glass. You're here. You're a Christian?
Oh, yeah. They'll talk to me.
I love you. I love your tattoos. What is badass? What's that one for?
Oh, yeah. Well, you got evil on your hand.
Oh, you're a Satan worshiper. You're coming here to pollute the fucking church. That's what they're thinking.
Yeah, that's all they think, man. And they're too judgmental.
No,
that's why I don't like churches.
But
oh man,
let's go back to this coach discussion. You talked about how you like Jones, but
I hated Jones too, though.
But you hated him. So
I quit track.
So let me talk on Jones and my experience of Jones.
If you're a good athlete, he loved you.
No. If you're a good basketball player. So, and this is my experience. I didn't necessarily like Jones until after school. Mm-hmm. When I was in school, I Was not good at basketball. I was good at defense. He would literally call timeouts to put me on defense or take me off of defense and put somebody in who could score the fucking ball. I can't dribble. I can't shoot.
Can't work as a team.
Come senior year, I was fucking break my ankle, come back. I'm fucking playing, but
you want to know the moment that I actually didn't like him? My senior year, I moved to Jow.
Okay.
Played football in Jow and came back. And the UIL board was like, hey, you know, it's kind of sus that he's moving from school to school back and forth, so he can't play varsity sports.
But they weren't even in our fucking anything?
Yeah, well, they didn't know the reason. They didn't know why, you know, and all that stuff. Right. And I was like, okay, I can't play any varsity sports my first semester.
Right.
And I said, fuck it, as a senior, I'll play some JV basketball. I can grab the rim. That's fucking crazy, you know, as a JV player. First game, he didn't put me in. I was like, okay, he's testing me. Second game, he didn't put me in. He still tested me. Third game, I'm dressing up, like in the locker room. I have my uniform on, putting on my shoes and everything. He sends Coach Sanchez in there to come tell me, hey.
Oh, fucking Baltimore, boy.
he comes in there, hey, Coach Jones said we don't have enough uniforms for you to go to this game, so we're going to leave you out. I'm dressed in my uniform.
Let me just explain. If
Wing school, there's no limit on fucking money.
Do you realize that I would have not played another fucking game if I would have known about that? I would have.
This is what happened. Coach Sanchez came talking to me. I'm dressed in my uniform. We don't have enough uniforms for you to go. I take my shoes off. Coach Sanchez still standing there waiting for me to say something because I hadn't said shit yet. I just put my right shoe on. I'm taking it off. I put it back in the box, and I shoved this fucking the Nike box in his gut. I'm like, tell Coach Jones he just lost his fucking star track runner. Because I was his 400 runner. I was the 400 relay. I was the 800. I was the fucking long jump. Mm-hmm. And I shoved this thing in because they were going to put in a UIL board just so I could run track for the second semester on varsity. Uh-huh. They were going to put in a whole case and everything.
Right.
Just so I could do it. To explain the situation, like his dad passed. That's why he's moving around a bunch.
It wasn't a big deal for basketball.
And the second I did that, no case, no nothing. I had to play JV tennis my senior year because of that. And then, dude, I fucking. So here's the thing, though. I don't know why. If Coach Jones could come on this podcast, I'd get him on the podcast, talk with him, probably have a good time, learn some of the reviews. But here's the thing: he is the worst fucking coach for the kid. Jones, he only coaches for himself, his streak, his record. He does not give a shit.
His streak
about
and his record are shit because we fucking suck.
He does not. He give may a shit or may not
have been with a girlfriend.
He's been with multiple.
My girlfriend, dude. I'm talking about specifically mine.
Okay, I don't know. Do you ever work out after school at the gym?
No.
Do you remember? Okay, there was this buff dude that come in there all the time. He was
Jesse.
He was not Jesse. No.
Is he old Ray?
He was the gay guy. Ray. No, not
it's
big.
Ray.
Not big gay. Not big gay Ray.
Oh.
The other dude. That's what they called him. That's the reason I know that.
I've never heard that.
That's what they called him.
I like him. When I work out there, he's dope as shit.
Cool as shit. Yeah.
Never heard that shit before.
It's not big gay Ray. It's the other dude that looked like Dave Bautista.
Jesse, that's Jesse Montoya.
Jesse? Okay, I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
He would go in there, and I was talking to him one day. He's like, Coach Jones was in there working out. He's like, he was telling me, he's like, oh yeah, you know, we usually take bets when he comes in here on what girl he's going to hit on because he usually comes in here, works out when he's going to hit on a high school girl. And they were betting on fucking, goddamn, what's her name? Blonde, your grade, fucking ditzy hippie now. Hippie-like, I would say, anyway.
Ditzy, hippie, blonde, my grade. Who's blonde in my grade?
What the fuck? Raina?
Oh, she's a grade below me.
Is that who I'm thinking of?
Raina Parks?
Raina Parks, yes. Raina Parks. They were betting on her. They were like, oh, yeah, every year we take bets on which high school
every year.
Going after.
Every year.
Fucking year. Dude, this year, you know who he fucking messaged this year? Corey and them showed me the fucking screenshot from her Instagram.
Because he's not with Ashley anymore, is he?
I know, no. They sent me the screenshot from her Twitter. America. Mendoza. Look at the fucking age difference. Like a 40 and a fucking 18-year-old. She posted on there. Okay, I'm going to say, I don't know if this was him for sure. But she posted on Twitter, one of my old high school coaches just hit me up on fucking Twitter. This is fucking disgusting. Hitting me up for this kind of shit and stuff like that talking about that, and she screenshotted that shit and posted it on Twitter, and like that was everybody's first thought: Jesse Jones, because he's that much of a fucking pervert, dude. He married a fucking person he taught in high school.
I know. Beyond that, as far as a coach, not as a person, not as. I didn't like him. I didn't like him in school. It was my senior year, broke my ankle, came back in time for basketball. Literally missed football by like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Came back in time for basketball. Didn't play a lot. Still one of the best people on the team. Wasn't the best offensive, but overall one of the best people. I played defense and I was a fucking monster. Like, steal the ball, get the ball back. Fucking monster. Mm-hmm. Come to the last game, I played like 2 minutes. We're fucking getting our ass kicked by Grady. Grady's fucking basketball, fucking great. Fucking year-round basketball, no nothing else. Like, great. Yeah. We're getting our ass kicked. Like, I get in the game. Every time I get in the game, we're still in the ball. We're still in the ball. Scoring. I won't say we're on that because that was definitely like.
But you were the defense.
Oh, fucking! I was getting it. Last 2 minutes, fucking. I probably scored like 4. Like, let's not lie, I didn't score a lot, but I stole the ball, taking it down the court, shooting a fucking jumper from the fucking elbow. Like, I was showing out, and it's pretty much one of those things. When people doubt me, I fucking show out and let them know, like, you fucked the fuck up.
Yeah,
he did.
I get that.
And he did. Whatever. Go to track. Make it to state in track. Only thing I ever went to state in. Shout out Jones. It wasn't because of him, but shout out. He was the coach. So shout out Jones. Like, got to the 4x1, got 6th at state.
See, and that's what I hated about him. He never gave a shit about me during football. He never gave a shit about me during I didn't play basketball.
Jones was not a great coach.
But the second I came into the second track season hit, how you doing? Let's get this track season.
Jones wasn't a great coach, dude. But I'll tell you what, I drank with him after high school, and he talked to me.
I would like to drink with him.
And I truly believe him when he told me he worried about my ankle in basketball.
I would like to drink with him and get his opinion, hear his stories and shit.
And he comments on my shit and stuff. Like, I wouldn't say we're cool. I haven't really had a full conversation.
Oh, well, it's hard to say that.
But I will truly say, if anything, I like Coach Jones. I liked him. But it's the same thing with Coach Emery. No, it's not the exact same thing. I loved Coach Emery. I hated Coach Emery.
I loved Coach Emery.
Freshman year, I fucking hated him. Have you ever heard him say false hustle? Because I heard him say it 100 fucking times. Ask Coach Emery. False hustle? This motherfucker hit me with that shit 100 times freshman year because I played corner backup for Casey Fuquay.
Yeah.
And went in a lot, and I fucking sucked. I was a pussy. I was a 135-pound freshman getting ran the fuck over or fucking diving at somebody's legs but not actually trying to hit them. And the only reason I'm good at football is because Coach Emery damn near called me a fucking pussy.
I want to say this. Like, Coach Jones, if somehow you're fucking watching this, I don't know if you do. You may see this one. I have no ill will against you.
Shouldn't have fucked my girlfriend.
I would love to have you on this podcast. I want to hear your side of the story and the way you think. I love learning that shit.
I still like you.
Do that. I have no ill will against you. I think you're a cool person. I would love to drink with you.
Kobe Emery, though.
Like I said, Emery? So Emery's watching this? I think you're fucking...
Kobe Emery, you're literally... You're in the top 5 of my favorite fucking coaches. You made me who I was in football. I got to college football because of you. I hit people because of you. I have the hits I have the runs I have because you called me a pussy without calling me a pussy.
You want to know my only memory of Coach Emery is? Coach Emery had a big head.
A big bald head.
A big bald head. I have a tiny head. I wear like a size 7 hat. Coach Emery would always take my fucking cowboy hat out of my locker and come out to the field with it sitting right fucking here on his head, barely sitting there, just fucking walking around.
What about Johnson?
I love Johnson.
Okay, crazy motherfucker, dude.
Here's the thing. Johnson, my opinion on Johnson.
Bro, how bad for Wink to get rid of people just because of their outside shit?
It's beyond that. I like Johnson. Everything about Johnson as a coach, I love. If everything outside of his coaching and his personal life, about him hitting his wife and all that stuff. I didn't know about
that. I was talking about drinking.
This is
purely drinking, getting DWI.
Why he lost? That's why he lost his job in Wink. Was the DWI. But apparently, outside of that, there was some other shit. He's in jail now because he was beat.
Really?
That's what I heard. This is just what I heard. Was outside of that.
His kids are doing good. Reagan. What's happening?
I don't know how long he spent.
Reagan's
but
around
outside of that, I definitely don't.
Job. Don't want to talk about your dad. And
I definitely don't support that. But I love Johnson.
No, don't beat your wife. That's bad.
That's bad.
That's bad.
Owens, I doubt he'll ever see this, but I would love to have him on. My dream guest. There's 2 dream guests. I will put 2 dream guests up. One because he's famous and I think he's fucking hilarious and one of the funniest people on the planet is Bert Kreischer. I would love to have this motherfucker on here. I doubt that way.
Is that the machine or is it
the machine?
The machine!
Second off, my outside of famous people dream guest is Coach Hernser. I would love to sit here and drink beer with Coach Hernser. If that happens,
I want to be here.
Bro, I would fucking.
I'll sit off camera, whatever. I won't even talk. I'll just chill.
Have Coach Hernser.
Love Hernser. Hernser was fundamental in my life.
He's just a fucking dude. He's a great guy.
Family, great family. Love the Hernsers. Hernsers are the best family to come through Wink ever. Hernsers.
Yeah.
No cap.
Speaking on some other shit, what fucking animes do you watch? What anime are you a fan of?
So let's
I love
favorite anime. It's tough. Favorite anime used to be Naruto.
Okay, that's a great one. That's a great one.
I watched Black Clover.
I have not watched Black Clover yet. I've heard so many good things.
I'm a fucking fan, dude. Black Clover. Oh, and they're coming out with the new fucking, at least the comics for it, like the manga. The manga. I don't really necessarily like reading the manga, but I do read it for One Piece. One Piece.
I have not watched One Piece.
One Piece, dude. One Piece has some bullshit. Like there's a whole bunch of fillers, but One Piece got to do it. So Naruto, Black Clover.
Naruto is one of those. It's almost.
Is it wrong to pick up a woman in a dungeon or something like that?
I've heard about some of the comedy ones like that. My favorite anime. If you haven't watched it, man.
Death Note.
Okay. When you come, huh?
Is it Death Note?
No, I've not watched Death Note yet.
I don't like it.
Okay, so when it comes to animes, I love Bleach. Bleach is one of my fucking favorites.
If you like Bleach, you'll like Naruto.
Okay,
or
I've always watched Naruto.
Okay, then Black Clover as well.
Okay, I gotta have your opinion. Ichigo beats Naruto.
It's so hard to tell across fucking.
Here's the thing though, with Ichigo, he's already faster.
Bankai, that's all he has.
He's faster than speed of light.
Fucking what's Naruto?
You know? Okay. I'm gonna bring this up. Some dude calculated this shit after we reading the manga and watching the anime. He calculated
I love Naruto. I don't want to put nobody above Naruto. This is gonna be a full anime debate right here. All right.
So remember when Ichigo went into the full hollow state?
Yeah.
Where he had the horns.
Right.
Remember how Ukiura tossed that green spear?
Right. And
you know how much damage that green spear would do? That would destroy the entire state of Texas. And Ichigo blocked it with
Says who?
No,
you didn't write this shit.
This is off the manga. This dude calculated all this shit out.
Okay.
Ichigo's blast from his horns would destroy the surface of
Tailed Beast Bomb?
No, here's the thing. Tailed Beast Bomb, we've seen it will destroy mountains. It will destroy continents. Ichigo's blast from his horns in the hollow state would destroy the surface of the
red
earth.
Blast.
Would destroy the surface of the earth 9 times over. And that's Ichigo's walk-around state in the manga, where they're at now. That's his walk-around state.
So Dragon Ball Z or Bleach?
Goku.
All the
against
way?
Bleach.
He's never gonna get beat, right?
The only reason
he's never gonna. There's nobody stronger.
If Goku can see spirits, which it's already been proven that Goku can see spirits when they come with the halo and all that. If Goku can see Ichigo, Goku wins. But
if he can,
the Zanpakuto. Here's the thing. This is where the other argument comes with Naruto. There was one of the movies Naruto could see ghost.
Right.
But
he can sense shit.
Here's the thing on top of that, though. A Zanpakuto, when it cuts you, it doesn't cut through the human body. It cuts through the human soul.
Right.
And there was arguments that he would never see that. Naruto is the fastest in his universe at the speed of light. Ichigo is faster than the speed of light.
No,
exactly.
Naruto is either.
No.
As well, yeah.
No.
Okay, so you're saying
Ichigo beats
over
Naruto. Ichigo
Goku
solo
over everybody?
Not everybody.
Who, One Punch Man?
Saitama, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I love One Punch Man too.
They've shown
how
it.
fucking stupid, dude.
They've showed it in the recent manga. Saitama can destroy multiple universes with one punch.
How crazy.
And Goku can destroy maybe one universe with one blast.
I really
I like
One
the
Punch
idea
Man
of it, yeah.
is fucking
from
a normal motherfucker to doing push-ups and shit to fucking like.
As far as Bleach versus Naruto, I said Ichigo. I think almost the entire Bleach universe can solo all of the Naruto universe.
You think?
I
Even
really
the girl, the black-haired girl.
Oh, anybody who can release a Bankai, I think, will solo Naruto.
She Bankai's right with her ice,
in the manga. Well, actually, dude, the manga's crazy.
You've been reading it?
Have you seen their coming?
I don't read them.
Have you seen them coming back with the anime, right? Of Bleach.
No, I didn't know.
Next year they're releasing the final arc of Bleach, and apparently Rukia's whole
that's who it is.
She would do the multiple steps to her Shikai. Those are actually the first steps to her Bankai.
Right.
They came to release that. She's actually releasing semi of her Bankai.
Oh.
And I fully believe Kenpachi. Kenpachi's my favorite character of Bleach. You remember him?
Is that the
dude with the eye
snake?
patch?
Oh, the big motherfucker
with the eye patch.
Yeah, with the little girl always floating around.
And he has the sword.
Yeah,
I don't even need my Shikai. I don't even have a Bankai. I'm just gonna beat the fuck out of you.
Right. Yeah.
And then Ichigo pulls his eye patch off. Oh, you fucked up now. That was sealing half of my power.
Yeah.
That motherfucker. Apparently, he gets his Bankai in the next arc. Imagine that motherfucker with a Bankai. He was already beating people's ass without it.
Yeah.
He had one of the most disrespectful fights in anime history. It was during the last arc of Bleach. He was they were fighting these guys, and he looked at Kenpachi, or not, Kenpachi looked at, god dang it, what's Rukia's brother?
Brother or the
brother that has the Senbone Sakura, the rose petal
roses?
blade?
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
God dang it.
I don't ask me names, dude. I barely know my name.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he looked at that guy and he was like, "Hey, switch me opponents. That guy looks stronger." And then they got sealed off in separate dimensions. He's like, "No, I'm not switching you opponent." And that dude's powering up. He's one of the strongest of these guys. And Kenpachi's fighting him. He's powering up. He's giving his speech. He's like, "Do you fear me now?" And then he cuts him in half in one shot.
He's done.
He was like, "Fuck." And he got released out of his dimension. He's like, "Nobody else is out yet." He all mad because
yeah.
But no, but going back to it, I'll start it. My favorite anime is Inuyasha.
I've not watched it.
Do you like rom-coms?
Yeah.
Romantic comedies
Yeah.
with action. Imagine romantic comedy with a lot of action.
And it's Inuyasha. Is that with the white-haired dude?
The white-haired dude with the sword back in feudal Japan days. Oh my god.
I've seen the
That's my favorite anime because of sentimental shit. It was the first anime I ever watched. It's the first anime I've ever finished. But oh my god, it's so good. He's a half demon who falls in love with a human girl while fighting other demons to hunt down this thing.
So I watched anime. First anime was Naruto. I watched it with my cousin Anthony Ramirez.
When Jiraiya died.
Oh, dude.
They
brought him back. They brought him back in Boruto.
I know.
Fucking gross. They cut his hair, bro.
I haven't watched Boruto yet. I know they bring him back.
Don't watch it.
I'm watching it now. That's what I'm watching now.
There was it started out okay, it was this might be good.
But I heard the time skip arc was the best arc.
It hasn't came.
It is currently with him coming back.
No,
dude.
He's not. It's not. I promise you, it's not.
Dude.
If there's a reason, I literally stopped watching it because I was like, this is some kiddie ass bullshit. They just nerfed everything. Fucking.
But Naruto, oh my god, Jiraiya.
Naruto was a grown ass person.
When Jiraiya died. That wasn't the first time I cried.
Pain.
No, not pain.
Pain. That was
when
bad.
Fucking Asuma died.
Asuma Sensei.
When he died.
Yes, yep.
Because he was the first real death.
Yes.
All the others were
yes.
when they faked Choji's death in the first when they were kids. And they fought those one guy when they fake
with
Choji's
the fucking
death?
people in the fucking
Yes,
ring
when they
thing.
faked Choji's death, I cried so
Asuma
fucking
Sensei
hard.
was that hurt.
Asuma though, oh my god, dude.
And then, but when oh fuck, what's his name? Oh, his student, what's his name?
What? Shikamaru?
Shikamaru. When Shikamaru fucked that nigga up in the forest.
That was such a good fucking
Son
episode.
of a bitch, if I didn't get hard as shit, bro. Oh my god, dude. I rewinded that, whacked it a few times. Favorite fucking episode in anime. Shikamaru fucking that stupid piece of shit up.
Shikamaru, one of the best fucking characters of all.
But the worst
Naruto.
thing is, they're all nerfed in Boruto.
Oh, I know
all
they
of
are.
them.
I've gotten far enough. They're all
Son of a
fucking
god,
nerfed, dude.
They're all nerfed. So bad.
Oh, and when they faked Kakashi's death, here was the only thing I knew. I got spoiled well beyond, so I knew Kakashi became Hokage. So when they faked his death, I was like, oh, okay, he's obviously not completely dead.
Right.
But oh my god, if I was watching that at the time,
So when his dad, when he met his
yeah,
dad,
his dad in the afterlife. Oh, if I wouldn't have known that he became Hokage, I would have fucking been done with that show.
So when Hinata got fucking stabbed with the shit,
my
cried.
god, dude.
Asuma cried.
Asuma
Jiraiya
cried.
Fuck, dude. Oh, no. Actually, even when Boruto fucking almost fucked up...
I haven't been that far in. So
No, it's in Naruto. In Naruto, when he's...
But you said Boruto.
They're getting... Naruto. When Naruto, he finally learns the fucking... So I'm really gonna blank out on this shit right now. I swear I love this shit. The fucking little jutsu he has.
The Rasengan.
When he learns the Rasengan and finally is about to use it against the fucking snake dude, not Orochimaru, but his little fucking helper.
Yeah.
And he catches
he
fucking blade
and Tsunadi's
dude. Fucking nobody understands this shit.
Dude.
I get my wife to watch fucking anime
I
with me.
love anime.
Oh my
I get
god,
Dalton,
dude.
I forced Dalton to watch
Nobody
it.
understands. The stories, they're
Dude,
fucking.
life lessons.
Thank God
man.
for Asians, because fucking Americans don't know this shit.
These are legit
God
life
damn,
fucking
dude.
lessons you learn from
It's
these
deep.
shows.
It's all deep. It's all deep.
Attack on Titan, you watched it?
Yes, I stopped with the new shit.
I haven't watched the new season yet. So I haven't watched the new season.
I stopped with the new shit.
I'm waiting for the dub to come out.
Up until they realized that they're across the fucking ocean, like there's people over there.
Oh, so you haven't watched season 4?
I watched some of it where they're jumping out the fucking balloons and shit.
No. You know what? Okay,
I stopped
I'm not
liking
gonna,
it. Aaron fucking fucked me.
No. Here's the thing about Aaron. You know what everybody's comparing Aaron to? And I haven't watched anything yet, and it doesn't spoil anything. Everybody's comparing Aaron to Itachi.
He turned, dude.
No, everybody's comparing Aaron to Itachi.
Oh, so you think he's like a sacrificial lamb?
He's doing this because he knows he has to protect Mikasa and Armin. Because he knows if he doesn't do it this way, they won't let him sacrifice himself.
Maybe, because he makes everybody hate him.
Oh, dude, and Itachi, oh my...
Itachi, saddest story.
Oh, dude.
Fucking badass. If I had to pick somebody over Naruto, Itachi.
Oh my god. And then,
actually, Jiraiya's right there.
Itachi,
Naruto.
And on top of that, I love Madara.
No.
Dude, the second they introduced Madara, though, that fucking fight with Madara and the entire Shinobi army, that is one of the craziest...
if you want to talk about that, Guy Sensei.
Guy Sensei's
fucking
ridiculous.
Oh, dude. Did you see that thing where they said if they made him like reanimated guy, he would just do the fucking
8 gates?
8 gates.
You know what's on top of that? People
him?
talked about? He never removed his weights.
Did he not?
Even when he didn't remove his weights when he was fighting in the 8 gates.
I didn't even see it.
They said that's the reason he didn't kill Madara with the attack.
Yeah.
Because he forgot to remove his weights. But on top of that,
he's goofy.
100%. As sad as I would have been, they should have let Guy die there instead of having Naruto saved him.
Couldn't do it. I think it was important to show that Naruto could do it.
think Naruto saving him, though, ruined the whole moment of Guy releasing the 8 gates.
True,
I really do.
True
as a show,
because it always said like, oh, like you
Once
can't
you
do that,
release it,
you
you're
can't do
done.
that, you can't do
Yeah.
that. But I think as well, it was like you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that. But then here comes Naruto
to
like,
save him. But I still think they should have let Guy die there and go out
I
on
would
his
hate
moment
it.
of
But
glory.
Guy comes back as a fucking pussy in a wheelchair.
That's what I'm saying. They
well.
should have
Like,
let him die and just let him go out in glory.
Boruto, they fucked up so bad. Like they could the fucking, because when I saw him like in the time skip, when they first showed the like first episode and it shows the time skip of what he looks like, Boruto, I'm like, this shit's about to be dope. Like, this motherfucker looks mean. And then you fucking see it and it's like, okay, never mind. Like it ain't what I thought it was gonna be.
But yeah, no, I agree with you on a lot of shit. But dude, I love Inuyasha. Like I said, if you like rom-coms with a lot of action, watch Inuyasha. The whole story is a half demon who wants to become a full demon by seeking the Shikon jewel. He can't sense it though. Has to team up with a human who can seek the Shikon jewel, but can't defend herself because she's only a human. End up falling in love together and all this other stuff.
Gotta fight.
Fighting demons.
Somebody kidnaps her. He kills them.
Yeah,
you know.
And his crazy sword abilities. Oh, that's it's such a good anime. And they've actually continued it. Now they have the Yashahime.
I think I might have watched that shit.
Yeah, Yashahime, the half-demon princess.
Oh, never mind.
That's what it's called. Yeah,
I've watched one that is like the fucking demon parade where he like rules the demons and shit.
This one actually barely includes Inuyasha and the Kagome. It's all about his daughter.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, watch Inuyasha. It's a great one. I love Attack on Titan. I love Naruto.
Attack on Titan was real good.
Dude, I love
until
fucking
I felt
Bleach.
like when they were going across the sea. Bleach, fucking.
I love
But there's
Bleach.
some I can only watch once. Like, I've tried to go back and watch Bleach, and I'm like, but I know what's going to happen. Like,
yeah, I've rewatched Bleach with
it's
Dalton.
hard. I feel like it's so much faster. Like,
oh, yeah.
shit
Well, especially if you
happens so
skip
much
the
faster.
fillers. Like, there's way too many the fillers in Bleach interrupted at the worst part. It's like mid-anime boss battle. They're about to finish, and then you get fucking 17 episodes of filler. Like, there's no point in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I love Bleach. I plan on getting a Bleach set. Oh, Full Metal Alchemist. Have you watched it?
Yes, love it. Love it.
Brotherhood or the original?
Both. My wife put me on.
Oh my god.
My wife put me on. Crazy, right? My wife put me on that I put on to anime.
Dude,
I make her watch anime.
That's
with
what
me.
that tattoo used to be, right?
Is it? I didn't know that.
It was the fucking human transmutation symbol that they used to try to bring their mother back.
Yeah.
It was actually a symbol.
Crazy.
It was a symbol.
Crazy.
I got the tattoo
Fucking crazy.
in like memory of my dad, saying the human transmutation to bring somebody back.
Dope.
But it just didn't stick on the hand.
That's dope though.
Dude. Oh, I love
so
Full
fucking
Metal.
dope. Full Metal, great. One of my favorites. Actually, top 2, top 3.
Dude, I would say definitely top 3 for me.
Top 3.
I would say
Naruto,
Inuyasha, Bleach, Full Metal, then Naruto.
Naruto, damn, that's hard, honestly. Naruto.
Another reason Inuyasha's up there so heavy, like I said, is the nostalgia. Because I remember watching that on fucking Adult Swim at like 2 a.m.
I used to watch
back in the
fucking
day.
Power Rangers like until I was like fucking 12.
Yeah, but I'm saying at like 2 a.m. in the morning on Adult
I
Swim
didn't
when
even know.
you weren't supposed to be awake.
Yeah,
that's
same.
what I was saying.
I was watching Power Rangers.
I was watching Inuyasha.
I didn't even know this shit until fucking like 15, 16 with Anthony. Like, I was tripping, bro. That's why I'm on it still, bro. My wife hates it, bro. She's like,
I fucking love anime still.
I love it, dude. I watch it all the time. Me and my daughter, I put my daughter on that shit.
This has been a good fucking podcast, guys.
I've enjoyed it, man. I'm telling you, I was so excited. I was like, shit.
On the podcast, I was like, there ain't no way Jordan watches my shit.
Dude, well, the thing is, like, I knew Dom did it, and I was like, I watched a little bit, but I was at work. And I never like went back to it, but then I was like, well, Glass asked me to do this shit. I want to see like what he's talking about and stuff like with everybody. I want to know. And then when I watched it, I was like, dude, I'm so fucking excited. Like, I got so much shit to talk about. Like, dude, I've always wanted to do a podcast.
TikTok I posted, I was like, oh, Jordan would be a good person if he's actually enjoying this shit.
Dude, I literally, like, I always wanted to be on I wanted to do my own podcast. When I was living with my boy that I had working at Radliff with me, we were going to do a podcast, just smoking weed, which of course you can't do while you have a real ass job.
Yeah, true.
Because you're going to fucking get fired. Like, everybody's going to see it. So we never did it. I would still love to. But I just don't know where I'd go. I just want to smoke fucking weed. And it was another excuse to smoke weed, to be honest. Like, we have fun when we smoke weed. We talk about shit. Like,
but see, that's my thing with
off
this.
the wall
it's
shit.
It's a fucking
like,
another excuse to drink beer with somebody and talk.
Get drunk and talk.
Yeah.
What comes up? I always have fun talking to people when I'm drunk. I talk deeper. I talk more real.
Oh, exactly.
Truthful.
That's what
I'll tell you whatever the fuck you want to know. Mostly,
dude,
can't tell you everything.
Fucking, dude, I just drinking and talking with somebody. The whole premise behind this podcast when I started was to capture those late night 3 a.m. bonfire
that you're talking
talks.
One person, everybody
Just
else is
as real
down
as you
and you're
can be.
talking,
Yeah.
Yes, dude. That's the same. And my dad watches this. He watched with Dom's. He's like, "Did you know Dom did that?" And that's how I found out. And I was like, "No, I didn't."
Like I said, when I saw your comment,
So my dad's about to see about me doing coke, smoking weed, fucking like.
when I saw your comment on the one that TikTok me and Waylon had, was it?
I was dead about the fucking
jerking off at Ratliff?
Jerking off at Ratliff
And taking
in
shits
the
naked.
fucking thing and taking shits naked. And when Waylon was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, nah, I'm gonna be honest. I take a shit naked. If I can take all my fucking clothes off, I'm a shit. But I'm a shit and I'm a jack off. And
The
I'm a
only
shower.
place I don't take a shit naked
shower.
is public restrooms. I at least take
I
the
don't
shirt
even
off.
fucking. If I can do without, I'm gonna hold that shit till I get home.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, whack it, shower. Fucking, let's go. That's the
Oh, my
trifecta, bro.
God. But that one at Ratliff, that was the closest I ever felt to freedom.
That shit was fucking up in the bucket truck.
Coming all over the wall of the bucket, couldn't
Jesus
wipe
Christ,
it up.
dude, I was laughing my ass off. I was like, this guy's crazy, dude. Like, I've jacked off, like,
In some weird places.
driving in my truck, like.
It's so hard though, driving.
I'm a horny bastard. It
No,
was
I'm saying,
not
like,
hard.
to actually come for me
No,
driving.
it's not hard for me to come. It was not hard. I've only done it once. It was a weird, like
It's a
I was
weird
like, this is a
experience.
weird thing. Like, I think I might have fun watching people, like having people watch me, but not while I'm driving. Like, you want to see me fuck? Catch me on OnlyFans. Isaiah J. Will _ Nah, I'm playing.
Hey, I was sitting there one day. I was like, man, I'd show my butthole on OnlyFans.
Oh,
and make
dude,
some money off it.
if I could sell my body, I'm telling you, like I said earlier,
That
if
night-
I was a woman, I would fuck
Did
the world.
Dominique show you any of the Snapchats we were sending that night? It was me, Isaac, and Corey drinking, and we
No.
sent to him. Dude, I was so fucking drunk that night. I was like, what the fuck ever. Hollis is every time he's like, hey, let me see your dick. And he was like, Glass, I heard you got
Glass,
a big dick.
your
Let me see
dick
it.
is big. I saw it in high school. Your dick is fucking huge.
And they were like, I heard your dick's big, Glass. Let me see it. So I sent a
Glass,
Snapchat.
they
I'm
call
like,
me the Punisher. You're the fucking Punisher squared. Like, you're
So-
what are you, like 9 fucking 10? Fuck.
7 only.
No way.
But I'm thick. I'm 2 inches thick.
Only 7?
It's 7 long, but I'm 2 inches thick.
I must
That's
have
what
been
gets it.
small back in then. Because I'm pretty
always
big
been like
then.
that, though.
I'm pretty big then.
But no, fucking Hollis is always, let me see your dick. So I sent a side set of my dick
when you were with
to the group
Hartley,
chat.
I saw a video.
You saw the video of me jacking off and Hartley. fucking
I
asked me
saw
for, yes,
a
I
video
know,
of
video
a big
it-
old
I
veiny
know,
fucking
it's video you're
white
talking
dick.
about.
And I was like, son of a bitch,
I know exactly
dude.
which video you're talking, because I sent that and then
Let
like,
me
a
see
week
some videos of some people. My dick might be fucking huge.
Yeah, I know exactly which video you're talking about. But no, fucking Hollis kept asking, so I sent a side view of my dick. And they were like, let me see more. And I got drunk as shit, and I was like, let's send a picture of your asshole. So fucking, Corey was sitting, like, okay, so Isaac was sitting here, Corey was sitting where you're at. I was like, fuck it, what? I was drunker than shit. I was like, fuck it, what? I gave the phone to Isaac, hit the camera up,
I show my asshole.
and I went like,
and shit.
and I pulled the pants down, and I went like this. And
spread
Corey was like, oh God, because I fucking like full, like reached behind, grabbed, he's like, that hand came out of nowhere.
Bro! Oh, fuck, dude. No. I saw your dick probably, fuck, I don't know, when Hartley come. Probably my freshman year.
Yeah, she
And-
was your grade, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who showed me? McKenna Hyde.
Yeah, her best friend. That's where.
Yes.
That's where it
McKenna
all got
Hyde.
spread.
She
yeah.
was like, look at this. And I was like,
'Cause I still remember
well,
that.
I guess I ain't getting with her.
I still remember I was living with Sean at that time. That was in Sean's house, and fucking
Bro.
Hartley asked me. She's like, "I want to see a video of you jerking off." So I was like, "Ah, fucking."
Nah.
I was like, "Fuck it, whatever."
No, you don't.
And the next thing I know, McKenna Hyde's talking
Oh, my
about
God,
Danica
dude.
Whitner and all them.
I think probably the whole school saw your dick.
Probably, dude.
Honestly,
I'm guessing so. 'Cause that's where Hollis. Like, I don't know where Hollis would have seen my dick. He's
McKenna.
Hollis, like,
that was back when we were partying in Monahan's at Troy's house.
Getting fucking
And
mono for
everybody,
making out with everybody.
fucking everybody was fucking everybody, fucking sucking dick at McDonald's and shit. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. I saw you dick, Glass, and it was fucking big. All right, that's the end of that. It was big. I think I heard you.
See, I've always thought I had a small dick.
I'm about 6.75, so you're. Seven,
I always thought
seven. I don't know, dude.
I'm 7
depends
for
on
sure.
the
7.
Depends on the tape measure. Are we measuring under? Yeah.
See, and I always heard under gives you more.
Under will give you about 2 more inches.
See, and I've always been the over guy. I'm like, this is big enough.
I'm over. I measured
I seen a fucking podcast talking about this shit. They're like, okay, the ultimate way to measure is the toilet paper roll. If it reaches to the end of the toilet paper roll,
it's
good.
Through. It's through.
But they always said if you can't fit it in the toilet paper roll, you're good. I can't fit it in a toilet paper roll.
That's it would be a tight squeeze.
I can't fit I can't even try. The last time
is probably like here, huh?
A little bit further. Probably where that green thing is.
Goddamn motherfucker.
Holy
fuck, Glass. That's a fucking can of a fucking cock, dude.
The last time I tried a toilet paper roll and actually forced myself to do the toilet paper roll, I ripped it in half.
Let me see. I feel like I'm probably like right there. Go. Son of a bitch, dude. I ain't got no cock Glass, all right? No fucking cock dick.
The craziest story, I was talking to Hollis about this because he was talking about fleshlights, and I was like, I used to have a fleshlight. He's like, what happened to it? I was like,
I ripped it in half.
I ripped the back out of it. He was like, how'd you rip the back out of it?
Must be nice, Glass, dude. I can't even satisfy my woman.
I was like, it was an Asian one. I ordered it off of Wish. You know, it was built small. And he's like, no. He's like, I have one off of Wish. It's fine. He was like, I have one off of Wish. It's not that small. I was like,
they're bigger off of Wish, Glass. You fucking liar. That's when they're all fucked up and they're so big you can't even fit. Your dick just fucking wallows around in the fucking hole.
I will tell you the day I gained confidence. There was a girl I dated. She lived in Waco, Texas. She drove 6 hours to come down here just to get dick. And she would take me out to dinner. I wouldn't come down here and be like, hey, we'll go out to dinner, I'll pay for your dinner. No, she took me to Texas Roadhouse, bought me a steak, and then still came back and fucked me.
The day I gave confidence is...
that was the day I gave confidence.
I've been with some MILFs, and...
I love MILFs.
When you've been with the MILF who's been married, and then you...
she was married a little bit.
She's not married anymore, and she wants you, and she says it's bigger than what she's had for... certain amount of years. That's pretty self-assuring.
That's how I gained my confidence, dude. I was telling you. She was driving 6. I was sitting there, I was like, this bitch is driving 6 hours for dick and paying for my dinner. I was like, that's some confidence.
That's nice.
And I broke up with her.
Gotta do it, dude. She wants
she got
too bad,
attached.
dude. Yeah, hey.
I still talk to her these days. I still fucking message her, just fuck around and shit. But
too attached, dude.
No, she started showing up on weekends. She'd be like, hey, she'd message me that Friday. Hey, I'm on my way to you. I'm like, hey,
I didn't ask you to come. I got other bitches.
I had plans. No, it wasn't. It was just like I had plans this weekend. I'm playing games with the boys this weekend, and you're gonna show up and she's like, you can still play.
You could have let her.
But in my mind, I'm like, no, I'm a gentleman. If you're here, I'm not gonna play games with the boys.
Fuck that. If I had a girl come down and I'm playing some video games and she wants to give me some top.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm like, okay, if she's coming down, I'm gonna cancel.
I'm an Andrew Tate on that shit. Honestly. That's where I'm an Andrew Tate. I'm gonna say, hey, I'll get to you after I'm done.
See, this is where fucking the dominance of the fucking thing they're saying. Good guys are giving up on dating because of shit like this.
I'll be a good guy.
I can only be a good guy.
I'll be a good guy. I'll choke the fuck out you.
The only time I dominate is in bed.
Yeah.
That's the only time.
Yeah.
But as far as like...
But if gaming is leading to bed, I'll dominate your ass while I'm killing it on the fucking fucking
See, I'm not
whatever.
one of those. I'm like, hey, let's sit down and watch some anime
Call of
together.
Duty,
I'll cancel
20
my plans.
fucking kills.
20
And
kills?
then no, I don't fucking play games, dude. I'm just saying I know that's good, bro. Chill. I'm just saying I know it's good.
That's not good.
Oh, fuck. Well, I thought it was good.
I'm a 70 kill game.
Well, motherfucker, what game were you playing? Shit.
God, I'm a god.
No, but what, like,
Domination?
I don't know.
Team deathmatch?
Fucking team deathmatch and you get a 7?
I'm dropping about 35, 40.
Well, fucking 20 is good for me,
And
man.
it's only 75 rank. Or
Yeah, dude, okay, we can't all be fucking gods in the gaming world.
I'm a god at COD. It's simple as
Fucking, I'm a god at fucking everything else. Not
got me
even.
on that.
Not even. I'm not even. I lied. I'm
Search and destroy. I'm dropping like a 15 bomb.
I'm mediocre at everything in my life. I'm gonna be honest. Even my job, I don't even know how I still have it.
Hey, if I didn't work for the state, I wouldn't have a job right now.
Fuck, I might have to get an application, dude.
We just hired Corey's dad.
Yeah, James. I have his whole truck.
He starts Monday.
I have his old truck, dude. I might just follow him to every job. Fuck it.
We tried to hire your dad, but he never showed up for the interview.
Tony?
Yeah, he never showed up for the
That's
fucking
not my
interview.
dad, dude. I knew you were talking about him.
He tried to show up for your sperm dad. He tried to show
Oh,
up.
motherfucking. Oh.
He never showed up for the interview.
My back.
He cried for me to give him the info, and he never showed up for
Fuck
the
him,
interview.
dude. I would never give him an opportunity for a job unless it was sucking my fucking dick.
And fucking Tyrone was gonna hire him.
Tyrone, the
the
black
boss.
guy,
Yeah.
fucking Dingle.
He was gonna hire him.
Dingle was gonna hire him because
And
he knows him.
No, and he never showed the fuck up.
Yeah, because Dingle was gonna look out for a brother.
No. Tyrone was like, no. He was like, I'll hire him if we ain't got nobody else is applying. I'll hire him. But Tyrone is strict. Tyrone really is.
I don't know how.
Tyrone is one of the coolest motherfuckers I ever know.
I love Tyrone.
Tyrone is.
I used to go across the street from my grandma's and hang out with David.
Oh yeah.
David
Dude,
was my
Tyrone-
boy.
oh, I love
I used to
David,
go
bro.
he was in my class. I went to Kermit for 2 years. Shout out. Knew the twins.
Fuck Kermit.
Knew David. Still know them. Whatever.
David's cool as shit. I
David's
love
my
David.
boy. He's
Jalen-
in the aim.
See, you know what the funny part is? Jalen.
A punk.
What? No, that's what I always thought.
He is.
No.
Oh, yeah, he is.
No. Lately, I've been learning.
I mean, he has a kid and shit. He's taking care
No,
of.
beyond all that, I always thought Jalen was like the cocky jock kind of guy.
Oh no, but he wasn't there.
He loves anime. He loves
he
it,
might
but
love
he's a
it, but
quiet
he's-
motherfucker, dude.
No, he's cocky. He's a cocky motherfucker.
I'm gonna try to get him on the podcast.
David was
David,
my boy.
I fucking love
David's
David.
an anime
David,
drawing, loving
oh,
motherfucker.
You know, I used to have a fucking Zangetsu, the bleach sword. And David came over and cleaned my camper because I was like, I'll pay you with the bleach. Oh, I was gonna give him something else. He wanted the Elgato so he can do his streaming. He was like, hey man, can I get that bleach sword? I was like, yeah.
real?
He gave it to Jalen for his birthday because he knew Jalen loved bleach.
Damn, that's dope. I like
Jalen.
David was my boy. When I was
I
in
love
Kermit
David.
school, up until past Kermit school, like we were boys. Even now, I'll hit him up. Like that's my
I hit
fucking,
David up all the time.
That's my
I told
boy.
David he's gonna come on this
I
podcast.
can
one of these
literally
days.
hit that
David
motherfucker
is
up.
coming on
Ain't
this
talked in
podcast.
years, and
one
that
of these
motherfucker
days.
will hit me back.
And
for
Tyrone
sure.
told me, he's like, if David comes down here for your podcast instead of coming seeing us, he ain't coming to the house ever again.
I'm gonna come to that house because
Oh man.
I can.
Oh
man,
dude, I've had a great.
we're
time
good.
doing this.
Hey, if you're ready, hey.
No, we're gonna go ahead and end this. We're gonna keep drinking though.
Yeah, hey, Corey said come over.
Oh fuck! As final as that, let's get up here in front of the fucking camera a little bit. That way I can get the fucking easy ass thumbnail.
I had
Dude,
such a good time.
I'm glad you came
have me
on.
on again because
Dude, I
I
wanna
feel
have
like
so
there's
many
so
people-
much
oh,
time.
yes.
Like we got so much more to talk about.
Dude, I never knew we had this much fucking common, dude. I honestly thought we were gonna be like polar fucking opposites.
Black and white, but black and white.
it don't even fucking matter.
I'll say, hey, we didn't even talk about wrestling. We got so much
we
more.
haven't even touched
Oh
it.
my god, dude!
We got so
Fuck.
much- we got a whole
we're
nother
here.
3
We're
fucking
here.
hours,
I'm
man.
here for whenever you need me, whenever you want me.
Oh man, I'm glad you
God,
came
I'm
on.
so
I've
glad.
been so fucking enjoyed this.
I enjoyed it. I don't give a fuck if anybody else
Oh,
enjoyed
fuck,
it.
dude, fuck all this.
Fuck yeah.
Whether
I
y'all
enjoyed
enjoyed
it.
this or not, I fucking
I
love this
enjoyed
shit,
it.
man.
Glass, I enjoyed it. Swear to God.
And as
I was
always,
looking forward to this.
You know the line?
What's the line?
As always, stay motherfucking drunk, y'all.
Stay motherfucking drunk, y'all!
Oh man. Where's the button?